Well, I'm I'm here. Hello? Hello? Hi guys. Hi. Um I'm going to be doing something different this stream. So, as you can already tell from the title of this stream, this is a stream dedicated to Cinder. And the way I ended up in this situation was as such. I was talking to someone on Discord, and the topic of the NFLSonic's positivity doc came up, and then one thing led to another, and now I'll be reading it. I also have permission to read this Google Doc. The person I was talking to reached out to the NFLSonic stating, hey, I know a YouTuber that could read it. What was it? Read it on stream or something like that? Let's see. Hey, you. Yeah, so someone reached out to the NFLSonic on my behalf, and they said, I quote, I asked a YouTuber I know to read the positivity doc. Is that okay? He said he won't do it without your permission. And then the NFLSonic replies, sure, go ahead. So I have permission, granted it was through a middleman, to read the positivity doc. So yeah, it's nothing. It's a bit serious, I guess you could say, but yeah, I'll get into it. It's just a VOD. I plan to chapter the VOD post stream. Hopefully connection won't break on me like it did this morning. Okay, so let me show you guys. So if you guys want to check out the that's right, before I forget, in the description below of the stream there is a link to Cinder's card, and inside Cinder's card is links to everywhere: Twitch, YouTube, GamerSupps, merch, all that stuff, Discord. I also provided a link to the NFLSonic's X post where they initially started this movement, the positivity doc. So I will show the positivity doc real quick before I start reading it. You know, I'm an amateur streamer. Of course it would do that to me. Of course it would do this to me. There we go. Here it is. So this whole movement started on May 6th, 2025. The NFLSonic posts, I normally never use Twitter, if at all, but I really wanted to do something for Cinder to help her during this time, even if I am not a fan. So I made this document to spread positivity and words of support to Cinder. Please spread this to other Pyro Pups so they, and then continues by replying to the post, can make sure their voices are heard. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot a DM over on my Discord at NFLSonic. Thank you. Hashtag positivity for Cinder. Hashtag CinderDoodle. And then there's the link to there's a link to the Google Doc, and I will have you know it is locked. It locked sometime on June 14th this year, if I remember. Yeah. You guys seeing it? Yeah, you guys are seeing it. Just make sure you guys can see the stream. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. And then, like, in this post on June 2nd, 2025, the NFLSonic posted at Pyropup Center, reminders, Pyropups, that you have just 13 more days to submit your positivity words to Cinder via the document. At midnight on June 14th, the document will then be changed to read-only mode, 1 out of 2, and you will not be able to add stuff to it. Thank you. And then there's the Google Doc, and yeah. Hey, Matacito, welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, you know what? Just because of this, let me. Oh, chat, where are you? Let me just. There we go. I probably should do this. It's pretty serious, so I decide to disable chat on stream, but I can still read your stuff. But yeah, so now that we've established where the positivity dot came from, And this is, by the way, this is the NFLSonic's movement. Special shout out to NFLSonic for giving me permission to read the positivity doc and for starting this very positive and really good movement to support Cinder during her times of trouble. We'll say it that way. Okay. So, this is the positivity doc. Let's see. And then there was rules for it, but it's not the thing we're here for. We're here for the positivity. There's the rules. Oh, man. Okay. And I kid you not, there is 63 pages worth of stuff to read. Oh, I'm gonna lose my voice. Gonna hydrate up. I better hydrate up. Get ready, because I'll be reading the positivity doc from the NFLSonic. I'm trying to psych myself up for this. Oh, I didn't even look at the doc, not gonna lie. I don't know if something sneaked in or anything, but here's the positivity doc. I'm gonna read all 63 pages. Okay, let's begin. Okay, it starts off on page 1. Let me just highlight it. To tell the truth, Cinder, you weren't just my Okami Oshi, you were my first Oshi. If I didn't come across a video of you playing Mario Kart last year, I wouldn't have been here in the first place. I've met a lot of friends in the VTuber space because of you, both fellow Pyropups, fans of other VTubers, and actual VTubers. It was really nice, and I wouldn't have met all of them if it weren't for you. Everyone kept saying that you're a liar or a faker, but I don't think that's true. At least, I don't think that's entirely true. I remembered how you told us why you decided to become a content creator, and although you mentioned it multiple times, it still made me smile every time I listened to it. How a fortune cookie made you decide to become an ASMR artist before eventually becoming Cinder. I don't know if you were showing off or just very nostalgic, but I always enjoyed that story. How that one fortune cookie motivated you to become the person you are today inspired me. Since the first time I discovered you, your streams have always made me happy. Whether it's a gaming stream or a yap stream, just seeing you is enough to bring joy to anyone even when they just went through a rough day. There was never a dull moment during my time as a Pyro Pup, whether you were live on Twitch or just hanging out in your Discord with the other pups. I won't forget the joy you always bring, and I will never regret how I was welcomed into your community as one of your Pyro Pups. I don't want that incident to turn every memory I have of you into a bad memory. You're the first streamer I ever considered being my Oshi, and you will always be my first Oshi and my Okami Oshi. If the laughs we had watching you aren't real, I don't know what is. Others can call that fake or delusional, but that won't change my opinion. Cinder, if you're reading this, I hope you're okay and eating well. Whatever opinions I had about you before and right now didn't stop me from worrying about your current mental health or well-being. Whether you come back to VTubing or not, I'm sure a small number of your fans will continue to support you or just wish you're doing well. Your choice, though, if you want to keep streaming, no shame in quitting either. Won't force you. Just knowing you're okay is enough. I've made mistakes too, lost a lot of friends because of those mistakes, and many of them never even gave me a second chance to redeem myself or prove myself. Seeing the drama happen, I kinda saw myself in you, and sending me flashbacks. I know I'm not your friend and I can't directly help you get back up. Let me just say something I hope gives you some determination or help you decide what to do next. Excuse me. Ideas you believe are absurd ultimately lead to happiness. Change the word from your fortune cookie. Sorry, but I don't have a reason for that. I understand you wanted to be successful back then, but I think what is most important is to be happy. Whatever you do from here on, I hope you find the one thing that's important to you, that makes you happy, and you make sure to protect it. Whether it's friends or a passion, only you know what your happiness is. Only way to do that, just keep making absurd ideas. Just as I found you and you made me happy, I hope you find someone or something that truly makes you happy. By Ino Hoshizora142 on Discord, Pyro Pup since February 1st, 2024. Okay, the next one. I've been more of a lurker than a true community member, never even joined the Discord, but I always enjoyed the energy you put out. Because of this, I watched you play games I would have never considered sitting through. No matter what happened, you didn't deserve the treatment you got. A famous shock rocker once stated, "It's a hard, long road out of hell," and I hope you decide to take that road and come back to the public eye, and lean on me and all the other Pyro Pups when you need us. By darkvesperia-ttv. I'm sorry to see that, Zachary. Alright, next one. Whew, this is a big one, okay. Dear Cinder, I don't remember how I found you. I think it was either Fillion raided you or your Mario Kart collab with Zen and friends. What I do remember is that I've watched you post Demon Debut when you still had little V's. You got that, Sound Alert, and the original Mr. Beast 100 gifted before it became Papa Wilf. So my support for you might actually be over 16 months, a total of how long I've been subbed and counting to this day. When I first found you, I really liked your design and theme. Suggestive, but your wholesome personality overshadowed that. You being a metal girly sealed the deal for me to stay for as long as I have, and now. I found myself coming back to your streams every time you'd stream, and I'd stay the full 4+ hours. I lurked at first, but over time, you and the Pyro Pups got me to come out of my shell. While you were away on your Japan trip, I began to feel inspired. I wanted to draw a Pyro Pup waiting for you, then running to you when you announced you were home. I just might do that myself someday or commission it if you ever come back. After seeing your Matsuri Yokai debut, that's when I decided that I'd learn to draw, and I'd become a VTuber myself because of your light that you gave me. I remember sharing my very first piece of fan art of Charlie the red-nosed Pyro Pup on Christmas night. The next day I woke up and saw you liked and retweeted it, and I cried. That meant, and still means, the absolute world to me. Then came everything that happened. The first day was truly agonizing, and when I read your apology the next day, I hoped that'd be enough. I was happy at first to hear from you again, but when I saw everyone else turning their back, I couldn't understand. I listened to others' perspectives and looked through it again myself. Needless to say, I felt so confused and was hit with so much grief I completely shut down and turned my back to, and walked away from you. I regret that. And I regret my response to your apology too, and the words I said afterwards on clips of Lily talking about it. Oof. Oh, you're the first on the list? Oh, thanks for that. Alright. I don't hate her. Truthfully, I don't hate anyone. I especially don't hate you. I wanted to be a Pyro Pup still, and that's what I did in the end. I found other pups, and more so than ever, I found myself more talkative and engaging than before. I even began writing and learned to experiment with poetry. I hope you eventually see those 2 poems I wrote for you. I used your art tag to share them, since I know, and hope, you'll read this letter. Here's just an example of my writing style. Sounds of merriment, echoing and bouncing off thin walls. Alone in a dimly lit room was a blank screen, cracked but not broken. There the flame still flickered, shaped like balled-up clay with the head of a puppy. Its eyes hollow and crossed, but its lips curled up like a smile. There it sat, waiting, staring at the blank screen, waiting for it to flicker like itself. Others told it, "Come play," but instead it waited, just as Hachiko had waited. It was content, it was happy. It knew, but still, it waited. And still, it waits. Never growing cold, always staying warm, never dimming out, always burning bright. A single bark just to say, "When you return, I'll be here, waiting." Very emotional, I know. I'm sorry if it makes you cry. That's how, even to this day, you inspire me. You ignited my love for art, and now you reignited my love for reading and writing. That's why I still care, then and now, and will always call you my Okami Oshi. I hope someday you'll return, better and stronger than before, and that you're okay. You'll be okay, and just like that Pyro Pup in that short passage, I'll be waiting whenever you're ready. Thank you, Cinder. Burn bright and stay warm. From NezumiDragon. Okay, next one. Cinder, you have potential in music. You were already good at content creation before becoming a VTuber. Focus on art, music, gaming, and having fun. Umu. Oh, short? Cool. Next one. Cinder, I hope you're doing okay, and you're doing well at the moment, and I hope you can come back from this. I saw how it go down, but I didn't make my opinion from the start. I waited till there was more to it, and after looking closely to all of this, I clearly tell that the narrative that got told by them is not the truth. And no, I'm not in any way involved with Shy Lily. My name comes from a flower. Lily. Oof. Hey, Crack, welcome to stream. Cinder, you always put a smile on my face. You're always so cute and funny, and so you always get a little giggle out of me even when I'm not in a good mood. I wrote 2 songs for you just because I miss you that much. Us Pyro Pups miss you and hope you're doing well. By Nate at Little Pyro Pup. Goodness gracious, yellow font on white page. Whoa. Next one. Oh, it's cyan. Alright, let me see if I can read this. I was more of a lurker than dedicated fan due to work and stuff, but I was there for your VTuber debut and caught what I could. It was always so much fun watching your stuff, and I will be honest, I had some dark days that you cheered me up through. Things might have gotten rough and a lot of errors were made, but that only means you can get back up and do better, and we'll be here with you when you do. I hope you're doing okay. Hi-MadNimrod. Okay. Yeah, alright, next one. Whew, this is a lot. Dear Cinder, I know you're going through a tough storm right now, but I want you to know you're not alone. Many of us, your loyal Pyro Pups, are still here, with the same love, respect, and support as always, and I'm one of them. I first discovered you because of this whole situation. I'll admit for a moment I almost made the mistake of judging you like others have, but then I stopped myself and thought, who are we to judge when every single one of us has made mistakes? Watching your videos, hearing your vibrant voice, seeing the way you connect with people, the love your fans pour into their art, and the merch they proudly own, it made something very clear to me. You radiate a beautiful energy, and you don't deserve the hate you're getting. Do we all make mistakes? Absolutely. Do those mistakes define who we are forever? Absolutely not. I just hope that all of this, as painful as it may be, becomes a lesson, a step forward, and a moment of growth. The storm is loud, but never forget, after every storm comes the rainbow. Sorry I flubbed that. Please take care, Cinder. I'll be here patiently waiting for your return with open arms and a sincere smile. With warmth, a anonymous Pyro Pup. Next one. This comes from our household, not just one person. The wife and I honestly don't care about the drama that has happened. Everyone makes mistakes. We know, trust us. We have made plenty. We hope you are doing well, and Mama Wolf and Papa Wolf are there by your side as parents ourselves, and knowing your close connection with yours, we may be seeing this a lot different than a lot of others. We want you to know your streams brought us joy and a lot of laughter as we would usually be watching you as we cooked dinner together. We wish you the best and hope to hear you laugh again one day. Soon. Shane and Sam, aka Kaz008. That is so wholesome. Oh my gosh. Alright, next. Cinder, I miss you. We all do. Please come back. We'll support you as we always have. As long as you learn from this mistake and don't repeat it, come back, please. By neocatofficial. Alright. Oh god. Oh, I can barely read it. Okay. Cinder, I hope you are okay, and I hope you recover from this. I just want to let you know everybody makes mistakes. You just need to learn from them to make you a better person than you already are. I've been a fan of yours ever since I saw your Mario Kart collab. I like how you always had a positive outlook on everything, and you always made me giggle with your humor, and your laugh always put a smile on my face. I hope you are okay, and we Pyro Pups are looking forward to when you retune Much Love Cinder by Master_117. That was really hard to read. Okay, next. Cinder, I hope you're well and that you're recovering from all this with the help of your family. I hope you know that making mistakes is normal, but it makes me sad seeing all this as I have been following you since your first model, but I will still wait for your return to Twitch as I know that only actions can change a person, and I hope you come back soon. Every Pyropup will be waiting for your return to Twitch so that the whole community can be happy and laugh again with you. Always remember that the Pyropups are here for you. We are your community after all. By Bullocks100. Hello. Next. Whoa. Alright. I started watching you mid-late last year, and I enjoyed your content. While I am disappointed with everything that's happened, I do still think you can come back from this. Yes, you made mistakes, yes, you hurt people, but that doesn't mean you're beyond redemption. When I read your apology, I could tell that you were genuinely remorseful about your actions. You took responsibility and expressed a desire to change. I hope that is true and you do change. It'll take time, but know that there are people waiting for you on the other side. I hope that you're okay and that you have people around trying to help you. Take all the time you need and come back when you believe that you're ready. All the best, Alistair. Hi, Santy. It's been a while. Welcome to the stream. Alright, next. Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, let me highlight this. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's hard to read. Okay. I've been watching your streams since 2022. I was a lurker. I thought you were a fun streamer, so I would have your streams play in the background. When your first cover came out and I saw all the hate you were getting, I felt bad for you and it made me want to support you even more. You've become one of my favorite streamers as time went on. You've even inspired me to keep going with content creation. 2025 marks 5 years of content creation for me too. I genuinely thought you were the prime example of kindness with the amount of love and positivity you shared with your former friends and community. That positivity even helped me through rough times in my life, but when those docs dropped, I was completely heartbroken and angry. I couldn't believe what I was reading, and after reading that terrible apology, I stopped being angry and I just became sad about this whole thing. I'm completely disgusted and do not condone your actions at all. So many people would do anything for your job, so many people would do anything to have a friend group you had, and so many people wish they could have the talent you have, but you let jealousy and greed blind you. But even after all that, I still care about you. I can't help but still care. There's a small part of me that still wants to be a fan. The dust has settled with the drama, and right now I just can't help but worry about you. I hope you're not doing anything awful to yourself, and I hope you're with your family. I don't like the whole Oshi thing, because I think it's a little weird, but yeah, I did consider you as an Oshi. I still want to, but you need to better yourself. Please get the help you need to change, because I'm not gonna lie, I miss the space you had for people like me. People make mistakes, people fuck up. Lord knows I have made some bad choices, but we can learn from them. We are only human, and I'm someone who believes in second chances. So please earn that second chance. Yuzu said that if you do show improvement, if you ever come back to grace you with a second chance, and that's what I'll do. Okay. That... Oof. I doubt you'll read this, but if you do, if you ever decide to come back, please make a proper apology and take accountability. I do hope one day you can mend some of these relationships you had, because I don't like the idea of it being over too. I'll be waiting for your return because that small part of me still wants to be a fan with love. By an anonymous Pyro Pup. P.S. It makes me happy that I'm not the only one that feels this way. That? You know... I'm gonna move on. Next, hello Cinder, I hope this message finds you in a better place. I'm not really that active in the community, but watching your playthrough of Rain Code has cemented itself as the most fun I have had watching a stream. It was also amazing to meet you and everyone else at both TwitchCon SD in Paris. Lastly, you will always be part of my VTuber songs playlist. I just can't help myself to sing along to your cover of Winter Rain. However, we know that things haven't been great lately. Things must be tough on you, and it's easy to isolate yourself as the internet decides you're an easy target. But I hope you have spent time with loved ones and they have helped you, comforted you, and watched you grow into a stronger person. We all make mistakes which can intentionally or unintentionally hurt others, but just because we were wrong at the time doesn't mean we don't deserve love and compassion. Individuals grow when given expectations, but most importantly, unconditional love. It's been a long journey forgiving my father and myself. I still stumble from time to time, but we'll only change to the people we want to be if we keep moving forward. I don't know what the future will hold, but I hope whatever decision you make will bring you happiness and my unconditional support. By lots of love, Mr. Steal Your Grill. Okay, that was better than the last one, I will say. Not gonna lie, that last one was... not good, in my personal opinion. Okay. Hi Cinder, I hope you're doing well. This is a message from someone who knows what regret feels like. I am but a humble lurker, a ghost roaming the internet who just so happened to get invested in your content, and, by extension, you. I know this has been a very tough period for you. I may be called naive for this, but I felt genuine regret in your apology, mostly because a lot of words you used are words I'd use when I talk about the things I regret in my life. And believe me, I'll have a lot to answer for to any entity who might be waiting for me in the afterlife. What I mean to say is that I also know what comes after regret, what comes when it settles and puts roots in your brain. It eats you from the inside slowly, painfully, and methodically. It makes you wish you could go back in time and prevent yourself from making those mistakes. Then it makes you feel like the world would have been a better place if you were never born. So you start wishing you had the same power Maruki from Persona 5 Royal had, so you could delete yourself from existence retroactively, as to not even leave the painful memory of you in other people's minds. I'm probably going to get a little too personal, but I want to share this with you. When I was just a kid, I've seen my father die with my own eyes. And since then, I've been dealing with depression, lack of self-confidence, and suicidal thoughts. So trust me when I tell you that I know what it feels like to hate yourself, to be disgusted by your reflection, to think that you're so worthless that you deserve every bad thing that happens in your life. Most importantly, I know what it feels like to think that your own existence is making life worse for the people around you. So I also know what logical step comes after this. You begin seeing yourself as your worst enemy and start wishing your own death. If you ever get to that stage, stop immediately and talk to someone you love and trust. I remember you being pretty close with your parents. I know that this might look like it's the end of everything, and I know that the internet and the content creation space can be pretty unforgiving, but there's no mistake that's worth atoning with your life. You made us all smile. You made me smile. You even helped me get through some hard times in my life, and for that I'll always be grateful to you, even though you don't know you ever did any of that to begin with. Your cheerfulness, your goofiness, and I admit that little bit of lewdness brought this community together, and even though I never actively interacted with it, I was happy to be part of it. I was happy that there was a VTuber out there who, just like me, was an introvert who just sucked at reading social cues. It made me feel like maybe I wasn't that much of a reject. I may be an idiot, but I can't, for the love of Arceus, bring myself to believe that you faked your persona or your friendships. I just can't. I find it way more logical to believe that you just got stuck in the palace in your mind and couldn't find a way out in time to realize what you were doing. Sorry if I keep using Persona 5 terminology, I just love that game. Hi, Goku. Even though I can't call myself a Pyro Pup at the moment due to everything that has transpired, I still want to believe that you are not an entirely irredeemable person, but rather someone who made plenty of mistakes due to being just a victim of the circumstances. I may not be a Pyro Pup right now, but that doesn't mean I'll never be one again in the future. That doesn't mean that you can't just get back on your feet and grow stronger and better from this experience. You have the potential to make your flames burn even brighter than before and to bring lots more joy and cheerfulness. I'm eager to see what happened because your loyal Pyropups are here to help you do just that. I'm here to help you do just that. Even though you may feel like you're completely alone, you still have thousands of adoring fans cheering you on and ready to help you get through this. Oh yeah. Oop. At the cost of sounding hypocritical, I'm going to quote Anya from the masterpiece that is mouthwashing. Our worst moments don't define us. The Pyropups are desperate to see you again, to see you smile and hear your laugh and your voice, but most importantly, they're desperate to help you. So let us help you. Please. Take care, Cinder. I hope these words reach you. Sincerely yours, Fabrizio, or Fabry, or ShadyShade96 on Discord. Next one. That's a lot, okay. Hi, Cinder. I don't know if I can put what comes down to mind, but I will try. I joined the Discord late November 2023. Before that, I remember coming across the exact same Christmas stream you were playing back in 2020 that you showed on stream to us in a recording. I didn't really say much of anything, and I didn't stick around. I was going through things myself during that time and was distracted, but I wish I did. When I found you again 3 years later, I remembered you from that stream. You may have looked different and sounded more confident, but something told me to just stick around, and I was glad I did. During that time, I was sad, alone, and depressed. I was stuck in a job I didn't like, and had little to no friends, and just wanted to figure a way out of the days that went by with no end. I didn't really react much in the Discord, I just lurked and checked out the fan art. I was scared about being judged or not really being welcomed, but as time went on, I started watching you more and more. Your warmth and light had me stick around. I liked your sense of humor. You even laughed at my lame jokes I posted to you on Twitch. I listened to your stories and experiences while being a little pup. Some of the experience I had even mirrored your own, and it caused me to relate to you more. The more I stuck around, the more things seemed to be more okay, until eventually I was happy. You had a part of that. You helped me deal with the stress of the day, not feel worried about things, and even cured me of seasonal depression during the winter months. You cared about us pups. You'd check in on us, to have us hydrate, make sure to take care of our mental health, to be responsible with our money. You helped me, and now I want to help you. All about what happened. You need to be held accountable, not ripped apart. I want to lift you up, not tear you down. I am only one pup on this internet, but I think that one person can make a difference. You might feel lonely now, but please realize that you aren't. You have pups and a community here waiting to help you heal as well. You have friends that are waiting for your return. It will be a long, hard road, but you can return to where you are comfortable in your own space, to still enjoy the job and the community you work so hard to build. No one deserves to have mistakes rip all of that away from them in which you had hard earned. You gave us hope and a place to belong. I wish to have a place for you now. Please, don't give up. Your dreams are still achievable. Nanakorobi Yauki. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb that emphasizes resilience and perseverance. It encourages individuals to continue striving even after facing setbacks and to never give up. The proverb suggests that the key to success lies not in the number of times one falls, but in the determination to get back up and try again. I hope my letter brings you peace of mind and a lighter heart. Shinoski. Shinnouske. Yep. This feels awkward for me sharing my perspective on the internet. Honestly, I don't normally share my thoughts publicly like this. I guess the drama really had an effect on me that I honestly wanted to let these words come out in some way. To start, I've only known you, Cinder, just from a few clips on YouTube. You were among the few VTubers that I actually enjoyed watching online. You engaged a lot with your fellow Pyro Pups. You were entertaining, funny, and sweet just with the expressive personality and model combined. For instance, I admit I enjoy the sound alerts that pop up along with your nervous reaction to what they might say, not knowing if it is either lewd, humiliating, funny, or wholesome. Overall, I always enjoyed much of the VTuber content as it felt like a fun little escape away from all the stress. Seeing yours really brought a smile to my face. I wanted to share some perspective in hopes that I could be a lot more constructive than harsh, demonizing, or destructive. I know you made mistakes, and I feel so sorry for those who were hurt by the consequences of those actions. While I do expect accountability both from a business and personal end of VTubing, I think you deserve to be seen as a human and encouraged to heal from any regrets you may be facing. Honestly, I felt really concerned about how harsh the reception had gotten after the documents were released. I still acknowledge those who were affected by the outcome. It hurts to see how quick the VTuber community felt towards someone I at first trusted as a friend for 4 or 5 years. I could understand why a lot of VTubers felt betrayed and affected by the outcomes. On the other hand, I really hope that any form of hate would not affect you severely. I argue a lot of the reception was unfair and could have been handled better. I don't really know what's behind the scenes other than those from the documents, but I do hope you find support in your personal life and show the community that you wish nothing more than a positive outcome even after this controversy. Ooh. I am never opposed if you come back as Cinder or wanted to distance yourself from the community for as long as needed. I think you have every right to decide what you want to do moving forward. However, if you do return, I would like to provide a recommendation. Maybe a weird one, just depends how everyone else might take it. I was curious if there were some mental health issues that surrounded the controversy as a whole. If so, I was wondering if you, and anyone in the community, could do something like a mental health charity stream or somewhere along those lines. Honestly, I felt like most content creators don't advocate for mental health enough, though that's only from the experience alone. I think you should use that opportunity to bring the VTuber community into a much healthier and humanizing light. Although I'd recommend asking fans or even the community a charity event of their choice just to make sure there's a general agreement. Again, it's just a suggestion, not just for you, but anyone really. Also, I saw some fun, nerdy... Yeah, OdiDied. I go by Odi on Discord or YouTube. Alright, moving on. It's orange. Oh my gosh. I do not care what you did in your past, only what you will do in the future. How I found you on YouTube, searching for anything new on the internet during the pandemic. I found a clip watch for the model for about 15 minutes. I have stayed for your personality ever since then. You helped me with mental trauma that started 5 years before pandemic. The pandemic just caused more pain to be dropped on what I already had. I think that you are very talented, smart, funny, and most importantly, kind. I never considered myself a Pyro Pups for a long time, because I never donationed. Then I found a clip of you saying that anyone who supported you in any way is a Pyro Pup. I have not heard any other VTubers say something like that. I think streaming is really your dream job. You should fight for it, because only very few ever get the chance to work on their dream. I want to help you get it back, because you unknowingly helped me by making me laugh. So I am going to try my best to help you. I think your anxiety got the better of you. You talk about a lot for me not to notice it. I have anxiety too, because I keep part of my life separate and secret and I never tell anyone any about me. I think you should work on your anxiety. I think your first step is to come back. You can figure out rest later. The best thing about you is your laugh. I have never put these names all in one place before. ArrowWolf245 on stream, OneWolf6419 on YouTube, Reddit Outside Arm392, and DuckWolf2 at DeviantArt. Okay, this one is readable. At least they highlighted it with black. Cinder, when I became a Pyro Pup, I felt like I truly found a safe place where I could put my mind at ease, because I was dealing with so much mental and emotional stress at the time, and you have always pulled me out of the dark place where I felt at my lowest. Your warm, sweet, and silly personality that makes us smile, witnessing your growth throughout the years, the memories I've made with you and my fellow Pyro Pups will always hold a special place in my heart, because you built a large community where I felt safe. When I learned about what happened, I was heartbroken. I felt, in a way, like I had lost a place where I called home. It was devastating because I had always looked up to you, and I would always say how lucky I was to have found you in the Pyro Pups, and I still am. As well as so many people still care about you and want the best for you, even after what you did. Because at the end of the day, we're human, we all make mistakes, and we all must own up to them, and I genuinely hope that you are doing the same, while also mentally taking care of yourself in the process. Much love to you from us Pyro Pups. Always be honest with yourself and to the people around you. Own up to your mistakes and start fresh. Sincerely, Akuma Blizzard. P.S. You will always be my Okami Oshi. Alright. Oh, 12 out of 60? Oh, wow, that's a lot. So many Pyro Pups still support Cinder, that's good. Hi Cinder, I'm not particularly the greatest when it comes to expressing what I want to say, so forgive me if this sounds cheesy or weird, but you were a beacon of light in my eyes. I was going through one of the darkest moments of my life, anxiety, paranoia, not knowing whether or not I'll be able to afford my post-chemotherapy medications or if I'll be able to afford a meal. I was really stuck in my own head and nothing seemed to pull me out of it until I found out about you. This fun, happy, and energetic person who she herself and her community really made me feel like I belonged. Somewhere for the first time in years, I wasn't the most active person in the community by any means, but you made me want to be more social. You reignited my passion for art, even though I still have a long way to go. You reignited my confidence in myself. You helped me kick my life back into gear after years of feeling like I'd never amount to anything. But the best thing you ever did for me, whether you realize it or not, was reignite my passion to create. So, while I'm not entirely sure where the future will take you, myself or anyone else for that matter, I do want to say this. We all make mistakes, big and small, and despite that, what matters most is what we do. The pause of the Pyro Pups who still believe in you and walk with us into that unknown, walk with us into that future so we can help guide each other to better pastures. Should any of us lose our way on that path to the future, then let's strive to bring them back to us, and we Pyro Pups will do the same for you. Should you ever find yourself alone and in the dark with nowhere else to go, do not hesitate to call out to us, and those of us who are will do our best to help in any way we can. So take whatever time you need before you come back. We Pups will be patiently waiting for your answer. Stand tall and be safe. Shadodre. Shadodre? Yeah. Okay. Water break. I'm reading a lot, guys. I'm like on page 13 of 63. And for those of you that just joined the stream, I do have permission to read this from the NFLSonic. And again, if you guys want to check out the positivity doc for yourself, one, it's locked. And if you want to check it out, here it is. The X post link is in the description of the stream, so feel free to go there and read along with me or just read it for yourself. Alright, let's continue. Dear Cinder, I want to take the time to say that I apologize for not being in so many of your streams, but I got the feeling that you were an easygoing, fun-loving streamer with a love for video games and metal music, things I also enjoy. After seeing many clips of you having fun, being a silly, goofy streamer, and generally creating a community I can be proud to be a part of, the Pyro Pups, when all those documents dropped, I did initially feel hurt, but I also took a step back and thought about it logically, believing we don't have the full picture. I also believe that your apology, which many believe is just redirecting, is but one of the many steps you'll take to try to fix the situation before it could get out of control. Blech. I promised myself that I would not fall into the hate wave being directed towards you, only wanting to wish that you can use what has happened to grow and become a better person. Only then can you come back and be the fun, goofy hellhound VTuber I can say is what the online community would say, my Kami Oshi. Yes, I'm gonna read all of them, Goku. Basically, I want to say that I do forgive you, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings, and humans make mistakes big and small. Regardless, I believe that you can come back stronger, with your head held high, and say that you do have a place in the VTuber sphere. I, as well as many Pyro Pups that stood by you, are eagerly awaiting your return, and when you do come back, be sure to expect a lot of virtual hugs coming from me and your Pyro Pups community. Sincerely, a Pyro Pup with a crazy-ass work schedule, BlazefireDrago. Hey Savvy, welcome to the stream. Hey, how are you doing? Alright. I am reading this positivity doc that is meant for Cinder, by the way. And again, I have permission to read it by the NFLSonic. And again, I will show the post again. If you want to see it, link to the post is in the description below. So, yep. Anyway, let's continue. How many? 14 out of 63. Ah. Alright. To Cinder, I never could catch a full Twitch show in progress, or even a VOD, but managed to catch clips. You came across it as a VTuber who was fun-loving and could still guide the rowdy, massive audiences that you did. The kerfuffle that erupted last month was about the last thing I ever expected, and I initially was swayed by the emotions of the various players in the scene. Only within the last week have I committed to re-examining the evidence and now fully believe that you in fact are not the monster that's being paraded about. Additionally, a fan post on Twitter was what sealed the deal, reminded me why I love VTubing and hate the cancel movement. I was sickened by some of the bile thrown your way, frustrated by people's willful ignorance of new data points. In my own way, I've taken measures to spread the word and nightly have prayed for your return. Here's to the tears that I'll be happy to cry when you return. Joseph. Hello, Cinder. First of all, you were never my Oshi. It would be weird if this mess makes you one. I barely knew of your existence. What I want to say is, I don't care whether you're right or wrong. I just want you to recover and be back. I like your voice and want to hear it. I'm looking forward to music projects you were about to do. I understand that you need time. I understand that you might think you were wronged, and I understand that you might need attentive ears to your side of the story. There are people who are more than ready to listen. Yes, I don't care if you're right or wrong, but I'm willing to listen for your sake. Truth be told, I'm rather on your side, but I know nothing can do nothing. Cinder, please be well and don't give up. I would like you to hold your own and be strong, but don't force yourself and take your time. You need right mentality to fight back if you ever want to. Also, I don't know how many people are ready to welcome you back as anything other than VTuber, but I am one of them. And if you want to keep presenting yourself that way, the last thing I want you to think is that you lost everything by losing Nano. The path is harsh, but it's a path. I myself have something to offer to you. Even though it's not related to your model, I have something to give you as a soft power weapon. I don't want to pressure you, all I'm saying is coming back is an option too. I don't know if you want to, but if you do, might as well weaponize yourself beforehand. Stay healthy and good luck with whatever you're going through at the moment. A passerby nicknamed Grygera. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Some of these positivity entries are, oh my gosh. How am I gonna read this? Alright, I'm gonna try to read this, guys. When all of this was happening in real time, I found it very disheartening to the point that all I could say was, oof. At first, I kind of believed it in that you were some monster, but after stepping back, and when I saw some people noticing that some parts of their story weren't making sense, reading everything being put in chronological order, and in a neutral frame, it started to show cracks in the accusations they threw. Sure, some things you've done weren't very nice, but those throwing stones at you also have some skeletons too, as well. And the fact that none of them tried to contact you and asking about what was going on showed us, or me in particular, that a lot of these people aren't true friends, just business associates on friendly terms. After everything, I still want to believe that deep down you're a good person at heart who just got caught up in this cutthroat zeitgeist of the online entertainment industry and lost sight of what was important and what made VTubing so much fun to watch, and the woman role-playing as a cute, sexy anime girl, playing video games and having a good time with those who watch you. Please come back soon and don't stop being the bubbly ray of sunshine that made you so endearing to thousands. A weeb for the bit, a casual fan. Whew. Alright. Oh, this is so much easier to read. Oh. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to say. When this all dropped, I was about to head to bed and then I could barely sleep. I didn't care much for indie VTubers. I saw one back in 2020 and then the whole debacle with male VTubers being scummy, I figured I would stay away from them. But then you kept popping up in my feeds and Twitter, despite having never seen or heard of you before. I was in a particularly bad battle within the mind at the time and I decided to give you a chance. And then I was hooked from design, voice, personality, and your vibes. And from you I found others that I liked as well. Now, with this whole mess, I actually was considering dropping you, taking all the merchandise I bought, something I really do, and stuffing it into a closet to find years later. But I decided to wait, see your response and how things went. To say I felt crazy at being a bit disgusted with the VTubing sphere's response would be a massive understatement. Your apology wasn't great. It was fine, but it was more like damned if you did and damned if you don't. After all, the narrative of your exposure pretty much planted two ideas in people's heads. You're lying and you would blame your manager. As if that wasn't bad enough, you had people straight up say that even if you took full responsibility, they still wouldn't believe you. So, what were you supposed to do? It's a corner that no matter how you look at it, any action is automatically guilty in the eyes of the sphere. Now, I don't know you, you don't know me. I'm just a fan that watched a clear dog pile, like a bad memory from his fighting days in school, happen to an entertainer he liked. I don't imagining everything was fake. To go on trips with these people, hang out at houses, and to develop a bond like it was real. Perhaps you got wrapped in your brain worms and took actions from that. Maybe your man was pushing the worst part of you. I don't know, but I do know this. If you really meant those words in your apology, you'll fucking fight to come back. You'll fight to be the person you wanted to be when you started. You'll become the VTuber you have dreamed of being. Keep your head up, grit your teeth, keep moving forward, never forget the stumbles along the way and grow. You haven't lost your community. They're still here, just jumping around trying to fill the void that you left. Show the friends that are willing to give you a second chance that you won't let them down again. Take care of yourself and come back strong. A weary traveler that stands on the edge too many times. I miss you and hope you come back eventually. As Cinder or as anyone else, I miss your streams. I've been watching the VODs and trying to pretend that everything is okay. Hope you are doing well. Mayoshi. Dear Cinder, on May 21st, I've never heard of the drama that was happening. Probably because I was watching Rubber Ross, the controversy showed up on my feed. I thought it was nothing, but when watching it, I had an emotional roller coaster of crying and blaming you, but when analyzing it, I've realized you were telling the truth. I've been watching a ton of your videos, music, BGM, and past streams which made me cry more than I ever had. Please, if you're reading this, we all miss your voice, your laughs, and you being, well, yourself without that bitch-ass redacted. Hey Rrat, welcome to stream. Hey Cinder, I'm not much into VTubing or a hardcore Pyro Pup, if I use that right. I've seen some of your videos before and I thought you were a fun and enjoyable person. I know you wish to keep them separate, but I admittedly also used to listen to your videos on your ASMR channel, Tashi. I'm not 100% caught up, but when the controversies appeared, I was quite disappointed. While Rrat is also at fault, I do wish that you took better responsibility than to use them as a shield to save your career. That being said, when I don't support what you did and I'm not entirely on board to give you a second chance yet, I do hope you're okay and safe. I know what it's like to be a shut-in and facing anxiety along with facing regret. While there are people who are rightfully upset, there's some people who take things way too far. If you've received those types of messages, please ignore them as those people are no better. Please talk to those close to you, and please take good care of your health. Again, while I don't support what you did and that your apology wasn't great, I hope that you're still okay and you can learn from this situation. I know that I'm just a random user you don't know, and I'm not the best when it comes to giving advice or leaving messages like this, but please do take care. Take as much time as you need to spend with loved ones, and I wish you the best of luck. Best regards, Anonymous. Oh yeah, that's right. Savvy is a mod for the stream. Rrat, say hello to your other mod. Anyway. Oh, why is it? That's mahogany! Why do I know that color? Anyway. I'm mostly a lurker, and I'm notoriously bad at keeping up with streamers. I've seen clips of you and always liked your design and personality. I was also thrilled you're a Nikke fan. I've watched a lot of your clips on YouTube and purchased a bunch of your merch, even though I never interacted with you. Of all the VTubers, you're my favorite. What happened to you isn't fair. For one, I don't think it's any of our business to have been brought up in on the matter, and as an outsider more or less, I feel that it was guided to be the way that it was. I believe it was unnecessarily cruel and unprofessional what happened to you. Life has a terrible attitude at times. The last 2 years of my life have been the hardest for me, and while I won't go into the details of it here, I will say it was bad enough for me to think is the end of my life. Well, I'm still here and I'm stronger now because of that hardship. Part of that was from the joy I got from your clips on YouTube, so thank you for making me laugh when I needed it. I really hope you're okay and that you come back to the internet in some way. There's a lot of cruel people in the world, but there are also a lot of good people, even when there doesn't seem to be any. In the end, decide what is best for you, of course. Just be well and lift your head up. It really is the darkest before dawn, and dawn is coming. Nikke Levithan, by the Discord name BigDaddyHensei. Okay. I am mostly a lurker on Twitch. Cinder, you have been my favorite indie VTuber due to your personality and relatable things you like to do on stream. Plus, you are the best Nikke indie streamer on Twitch. To be honest, when this all happened, I always gave you the benefit of the doubt. Even after the apology, I still remained by your side. I just don't believe you would maliciously do things intentionally to sabotage others. Also, I am not expecting an apology to have "sorry" planted all over the dock. I think it's quite lame for people to expect that. I liked how you explained situations and finished off with the sorry part. It made it genuine. Low-key, the dogpiling by the others was horrible. I felt like a lot of other VTubers just bandwagoned. This is all my opinion anyways. I hope you are doing well and keep healthy. Stay strong, and I'm waiting for your return. Anon. I need drink. Okay, anyway. Cinder, you were there for me when I was in a dark place. You saved me, and then you inspired me to create content, to share that small part of my life with others. We are all humans. We make mistakes, big mistakes, small mistakes. It is what makes us, us. So I just hope that you are okay. This has been a lot for just one person, but you must know we all Pyropups are still here, still waiting. And if you ever read this, I want to let you know that not only mine, but the hearts of all the Pyropups has been touched by you. You are and will always be my biggest inspiration. I hope I get to hear your voice, your laugh, your silly tangents, everything that made you, you. Sincerely, Lobito HF, your #1 Peruvian fan. Dear Cinder, I hope this message finds you in good health and in better spirits as you undergo this journey of self-reflection and healing. I'm sure many Pyropups can articulate their feelings better than I can, but I'll do my best. As a subscriber for about 2.5 years, I've noticed a change in myself. I've begun to smile more often, your streams have made me feel warm, calm, and relaxed, and even though I mainly lurk in streams, have it playing in the background because of work, I feel at peace. We miss you, but also understand that no matter how much we want you to return, you need to take as much time as you need to heal and meditate for your own peace of mind. The community that you built with love and care is eager to show that same love and care in return, but it would be selfish of us to ask you to return soon if you're not ready. A community is supposed to be there to uplift and support each other in times of need. We Pyropups are strong and resilient, just like our hellhound Okami Oshi. So take your time and know that no matter what happens, there will always be a community waiting to welcome you back. To quote Epic the Musical, "Fight, little wolf, fight! Show 'em that you've got some bite, little wolf, bite!" The climb back up to the top may be riddled with challenges, but so long as you allow yourself to lean on us for support, we will overcome any and all obstacles. Pyropups together strong. So chin up, little hellhound. We love you, and we'll be here for you as long as it takes. Sincerely, a Pyropup named Mexaloco. I'm on page 19 out of 63, goodness. Dear Cinder, in my own darkest moments, you were the light that gave me the chance to move past my own negativity that I had. You were a positive influence, and it was why I made a custom plushie of you. I knew after I had made the first one, I was gonna make one of you next. I always planned on it since I began watching your streams, and I don't care what people think. I made that plushie because of you. I spent the time hand-sewing all of it. It was one of my most unique plushies I have ever made, and I would never undo any plush project I have made. From every single one of your models, I have enjoyed them all. From having orange flames, blue flames, pink flames, gold flames, ice flames, green flames, purple flames, or any other color flames you have. You are the fire that will never stop burning. You are the eternal flame. You are the hellhound with a heart. From Golden Yoshi Star 1. Cinder 6 Heart. Okay. Cinder, I've never been active in the community, and I'm not really good with this kind of thing, but I just want to say that I hope you're doing alright. I only caught your streams here and there, but I always felt so comfy and happy when watching you. I hope you're doing well, and if you plan to come back, I look forward to your return. You are the first streamer I would truly call my Oshi, by ShiftyTree. Dear Cinder, I hope the previous and following messages, including this one, reach out to you. From the beginning to the current times, I never once thought ill of you when this whole thing happened. If anything, since the start, I was terrified of what might happen to you, that you might start practicing auto-mutilation, self-harm, and that we were going to hear some horrible news from your parents about not being in this world anymore, a la Technoblade, IYKYK. etc. Moreover, I found myself actually relating to you on a personal level for the first time. I can totally understand how it feels to have chances and opportunities to change as a human being be taken away by other people who have already written you off before the 11th hour, feeling like this is just no way for you to improve as a person and have the public eye recognize your efforts for it. I've also felt terrible that I wasn't able to be there for you when all this was happening, telling myself, what kind of person am I if I can't even save the one person that might need it more than anybody in that moment? Even if I'm not that big into VTubing scene myself, I still viewed it as a place where we can relax, kick back and have fun talking, laughing, singing, and playing video games together, and you were never the exception. Not once was there a moment where there was tension or uncomfort, whether it was during your live streams or the slew of videos that I was happy enough to watch. By the way, I was the one who made the Incineroar comment in your VTuber Pokemon team building video. Don't mean to brag, just think it would be funny to mention. I still hope that you're holding out fine and that you can bounce back with a far more sophisticated outlook on how you go about your career decisions and the friends that you will make along the way. Even the devil himself needs company. Not that I think you as the devil, sorry if it sounds mean. Anyways, all of us are with you, myself included. Am I glad to still be called a Pyro Pup, even when I'm not directly involved in one of your streams? But still, took time out of my day to watch your content. If it's too hard to forgive, then just give. That's what I live by. Kindest regards, Corty, Paul. P.S. If I ever get to meet you at TwitchCon 3105 and May 31st and June 6th, there will be gifts waiting for you, not just from my end, but also many others. Okay. Dear Cinder, I'm not quite the best with words of positivity, but I wanted to let you know we support you no matter what. We'll be waiting for your strongest comeback with welcoming arms. With all the love of the Pyro Pups, Rrat Deadbeat, your #1 French fan, and Payday 3 modder. Oh, that's sweet. Dear Cinder, before I discovered you, I was at rock bottom. I was suffering from many mental issues that had built up over the years. I'd rather not get into the details about it, but I will say when I discovered you, I felt like you had given me a second chance at life. So seeing all of this horrible stuff getting thrown at you hurt my soul. So I feel like you deserve the same opportunity you gave me. I may not have been the most interactive, but I have always supported you from the shadows, and I will continue to support my Oshi regardless of this horrible situation. I look forward to seeing you come back from this, and I also look forward to hopefully meeting you at a meet and greet. I give you all of my love and support, Cinder. Guardian. Oh. Cinder, I hope you have read this and see there are many Pyropups that still love you and support you and are waiting for your return. That said, I want you to know that even though I was usually lurking in your streams, it was always a great way to forget about the stress of everyday life. Some of my favorite moments were your arts and crafts streams when you were working on your cosplay. I had originally quit cosplay, but you reignited my love for it, and I am now working on a cosplay for a con later this year. Like many of my fellow Pyropups that still love you and support you, I hope you are doing well and we hope you return. There will be a lot of hatred towards you if and when you do, but try not to let it get to you. Try to focus on you and the ones who are still here for you. Love you, Cinder. Kami Kazatuna. Oh, what the heck? That's so dark. Can anyone read that? Okay. I have to literally put my face on the screen. Dear Cinder, you were the very first... Dear Cinder, you were the first VTuber that I tried to watch live, and the first one I tried to get merch. I always loved seeing potential merch drops and gamer subs, even if I couldn't afford it, other than the Waifu Cup version 2 and the Pyropup coin of the merch drop. And still trying to get my mystery keychain from Uwu Market. Whenever I listen to the streams, my day would always get better, especially when you say my name. So I want your days to get better. Just know when and if you come back, prepare for an overwhelming amount of loves from us Pyropups. Cam the Wolf Gamer. Why did you have to do it with such dark font and highlight? Ooh. Cinder, I hope this message finds you well. Like those who have written before me, I've never written something like this. I've especially never written it to someone I don't know or to someone who doesn't know me. I feel like there are those here who wrote better things than I did, but here it goes. I discovered you sometime in 2024. I don't exactly remember how. I'm not sure if I would call myself a fan as I mostly watched clips or edited down versions of your streams on YouTube, but from what I saw, I thought you are someone with immense talent. That being said, you can imagine the shock and disappointment I felt when all this stuff, for lack of a better term, came to my and everyone else's attention. While I don't condone any of what happened, and while my heart also goes out to those who were affected by this, I feel like I can leave you with this. Although I don't know what the future has in store for you, I do know this. Despite everything that has happened, you still have those that are willing to give you a second chance, and like others who wrote similar messages, want to see you improve as a person. That's something that I feel takes a certain amount of dedication. You are very fortunate to still have a fan base that cares about you. It's now up to you to decide if you want to take the chance to better yourself. I sincerely believe and hope you will. I also hope that if and when you ever see this, you will have taken the time to read everything everyone has written in this doc. Sincerely, excuse me, Anonymous. Oh, the sun-kissed zero sugar hit me. Okay, what page? 23, I'm like a third of the way there. Ugh, okay. Hey there, I don't know if this will ever get to you, but the old saying, you gotta shoot, you got shot, kid, has kind of been my life's motto, so I said, screw it, let's give it a shot. My name's Richard, but everyone calls me Richie. I'm a musician, solo DJ, and a drummer for a local band in New York City. I hope today finds you well. I've been following you since the very beginning of Cinder. The name, the brand, the thing that stuck with you, and how it's made an impact on so many people. The streams were wonderful to watch, each and every single one of them. I was actually the poor bastard a few years ago during the March 10th Mario Kart event where the conversation transitioned to Wario along with Ohio Wayo, to which I blurted out, Wayo gozaimasu! Sorry. I'm still embarrassed to this day, but I'm glad I could get a laugh out of you. Sorry, that was pretty good. I will cut right to the chase. I personally hate talking about it, so I'm just going to skip this. I personally hope you're really doing alright. The whole incident was a shell shocker to everyone. I'm a big proponent to mental health in every sense. We, as humans, jump down rabbit holes and, in many instances, don't get out of them. Sometimes it can be addicting for the wrong reasons. Other times it fuels the fire to a passion that burns hotter than the sun. What I want this message to be is to try and get you back on that path. There is a human behind the face of that hellhound. Humans aren't perfect. We all make mistakes. It's been a proven fact over and over and over again. One of the purposes in life, in my opinion, is that you're a student throughout your entirety. There's a movie out there, actually two to be precise, called Transpotting. Ewan McGregor, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi, Robert Carlise, and a few others, including Danny Boyle, were in it. It's about addiction. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it if you have some downtime. Now, I wasn't even born yet, but back in the 80s, there was a British anti-drug campaign called Choose Life, which was also a shirt George Michael wore in one of his music videos when he was with Wham. You can do anything with Choose Life. Hell, you can make that saying into your own. For example, choose life. Choose waking up in the morning to the sights and smells of coffee and your favorite breakfast. Choose a busy schedule. Choose the people in your circle. Choose meditation. Choose love. Choose the fortune cookie story, reminding yourself even the silliest ideas turn out to be the best ones. Choose success. Choose kindness. Choose humility. Choose your health. Choose your future. Choose life. I can go on, but it's true, and you have potential to be good and do good. It won't be easy, but if you can get through this, you'll feel so proud that you did. As one of your fans, please take as much time as you need for yourself, away from the internet, and remember, you're never alone. As I said earlier, I doubt this will get read, but if it does, I thank you for taking the time to read through, and please know that you'll have helping hands. Forgive yourself, know you are human, know you can learn, and know that you'll rise to the top once again. Peace and love. Sincerely, Richard. Discord GN Richie Calamari. You've got to dance like there's nobody watching, love like you will never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. William W. Perky. Dear Cinder, hello! I hope you were safe and well. I was always a lurker, never said anything and just watched. I had not been watching for a long time, only about 2 or 3 months. However, there was something about your presence that made me continue to watch. I saw a bright, positive person make the world better with her presence. I don't want to pass judgment on you. The whole event, it's just made me sad. I saw a collective hive mind single you out with hate and continue to beat you while you were down. However, I read recent reports that confirm you are physically still okay and still with us. That fact alone made me elated and let some optimism return. I hope the person on the other end of the screen gets or has gotten the compassion and support she needs from her friends and family. I have no right to call you my friend. We have never met or even spoken. I'm just a stranger from the internet. But I cannot in good conscience cannot say nothing. All I can offer is kind words. It may not be much, but with respect to your personal privacy, I think this is the best action I have to take. With that, I say that you matter. People care about you. You helped me, and have helped many Pyro Pups through some tough times. I know that the bright and positive person that makes the world better is still there. You are strong for dealing with negativity, stronger than myself. I may just be some stranger online, but I know of another stranger online with a hellhound avatar that I believe in. No matter what the future holds, I know that the bright, positive girl will make the world better. Lastly, I never much use labels or a community to identify myself, and still don't, but seeing your community, possibly paraphrasing you, say that anybody who supports you is a Pyro Pup, then I proudly say that I am a Pyro Pup. Sincerely, Seem My Lions 4. Sorry if I said that wrong. I've been a lurker mostly, so never really talked at all in chat. I enjoyed all your clips, they were highlights of my day, and though not all of the things played or done were my thing, you made it a bright moment with your personality. You're the first person I actually bought gamer subs for because of good flavor, and it being a good way to support you as you supported me getting through the rough days. I probably won't say much in chat still, and I'm still lurking in the Discord, but we and I do mean we, as in all the Pyro Pups and me wish for a speedy return of our Hellhound. You can't be replaced, you won't be forgotten or left, and we are all here for you wanting to help where we can and hopefully make you smile again as you made us smile time and time again. This is going to be a long one, so bear with me. To Cinder, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation for the role you've played in my journey, and to share something important on behalf of myself and my platoon. Your encouragement was a major factor in my decision to join the army. Oh shoot. When I was weighing my options and thinking seriously about my future, your words and example helped give me the clarity and confidence I needed to move forward. Your strength, determination, and perspective made a lasting impression, and I want you to know how much that has meant to me. You faced challenges... Sorry about that. Bug on screen. You face challenges that many people can't fully understand, and you've handled them with a kind of quiet resilience that speaks volumes. You never asked for recognition, but your courage has not gone unnoticed. It has inspired not only me, but now others as well. Over time, I've shared some of your story with members of my platoon. Never in a way that would violate your trust, but enough so that they could understand the kind of person you are and the strength you carry. I want you to know that every one of them responded with respect and empathy, but more importantly, rage. We may come from different walks of life, but we all recognize the value of standing by someone who has stood strong through difficult times, and are completely disgusted at what two certain people have done as well as the others that followed suit. Please know that you have our full support. Whether you need encouragement, someone to talk to, or help in any practical way, you are not alone. We are committed to standing with you in whatever you may need, now and in the future. You have our respect, and more importantly, our solidarity. We understand that support is not always about grand gestures, but about consistency, reliability, and presence. And we are here, for you, as a team and as individuals who believe in your strength and worth. Thank you again, Cinder, for the encouragement you gave me when I needed it most. You've already made a difference, and we want to be there for you, just as you were there for me. With love, respect, and appreciation, okay, what is that? Hold on. I gotta. I actually don't know what does that mean? I actually don't know. Is that? Let's see. I want to say their rank right. Okay. Private First Class Blair, U.S. Army 4th Infantry Division, 3rd Battalion, 3rd Platoon. P.S. It is a coincidence that my platoon and battalion number are the same. I think it's funny. Discord, Disciple of Shadow, SG. On behalf of my platoon, we all share our full support of the situation. We'll do anything we can within our power to help. We definitely make sure to spread the truth no matter the cost. Pyropup, stay strong. I'm going to take a moment. I have to take a moment to stop. That's crazy. That's insane. Let's take a moment and give some respect here. First of all, special shout out to I don't want to say Private First Class Blair. Thank you so much for putting your message in the doc. This is really well written. This is really cool. The fact that Cinder made a positive impact in your life, and thank you for serving our country. Or I'm from the United States of America, so thank you for serving the country. Thank you for serving the country. And that message right there already shows the good that Cinder's done to people that she's touched. Shows the good that she's done for others. Why did I say that like that? I'm sorry. I just want to take a moment to be like, that's a really good response. Cinder helped someone serving a country. When you think about it, that's insane. That's amazing. Cinder helped someone serve our country. It's crazy. So, Private First Class Blair, thank you so much. Just special shout out there. Let's continue, because he wasn't the only one that did that. I'm almost halfway there. Dear Cinder, I hope and pray you're doing alright. I've watched your content and always enjoyed them. Your funny moments and everything made me laugh and smile seeing you having fun. I wasn't very active in your community when I joined because I was nervous to talk, but I'll continue to support you no matter what. If you plan to come back, I look forward to your return. You were the first streamer I would truly call my Oshi. Pyro Pups forever, Fluffy Flare. Excuse me, oh my gosh. Hi Cinder, I know it's tough when the world is against you. I wasn't a fan of yours before all this started, but when the docs dropped, my gut told me something was wrong with how the situation was being presented, almost from what the screenshot showed. I didn't see any manipulation. I myself am a victim of manipulation. My family had a vacation house in the mountains, and one time my mom rented it to some of her friends. My dad got angry at her and told me that strangers would be sleeping in my bed. He used me and my brother to get back at her, even though she was suffering from cancer. I never even got to tell her sorry. She died 5 years ago, and my dad pretended that he cared by Grygera. Hi Cinder, this is Anon Pyropup. I just wanted to let you know we love you and how guilty I feel for not digging into it further as I should have it. I at first hated you because I didn't know the details, and I feel so stupid now that I know everything. It's different now. We love you, Cinder. We are here for you as people think we'll scatter and run off. We won't. Everyone makes mistakes, and we're only human. I promise we won't hate you or give up on you. I'm sorry for everything you sat through feeling hopeless. We stuck by you, and Cinder, we aren't going to give on you. We love you. We will say it as many times as needed. If you ever feel in doubt, just remember, PP gang forever, and I will never give up on you, Cinder. None of us will. Signed, A. Anonymous Pyropup. Cinder, this is Bradley Butcher Turner, the leader of the Slime Swarm and the eternal ruler of Haven Reach, speaking on behalf of my kingdom. As a kid, 14, who makes mistakes, especially the one I'm apologizing for, I originally supported you, and then I did a whole 180 on my cause after looking further into this, but now here I am broken, regretting suggesting your punishment. Gosh, I shouldn't have done that. My older friend said live and let live, so now I shall do the same as well. Also, I would like to add on that when I heard about you, I was skeptical at first because you are a hellhound, keyword hell. But when I really looked into you, I finally understood you, so this whole situation is removing all sanity from everyone affected. I don't know how much longer I have till I finally lose it and give up on VTubing. By the way, I wanted to be a VTuber. I don't even have a draft concept of my model because I'm still figuring things out. Hi Cinder, this is Ghost Dust, my bad. I want to said that I hope we see you back and clean your name. I know this might sound weird, but I feel the pain you are feeling. We, the Pyropups, love you. We all miss you. Take the time you need before you return. You are a good person, Cinder. You are more stronger than you think. Once I saw the doc, my guts was telling me something was off in how people handle the situation. I want to finally add that I hope you find people that are worthy of your time, kindness, love, and generosity. Also, remember that the Pyropups isn't just a community, it's a family. The 3 last letters stand for I love you, because we all love you for what you are. Sincerely yours, French-Canadian Pyropup. Ghost Dust. Yeah. Hi Cinder, though I'm an outsider looking in at what happened, I do hope you're alright. Despite whatever mistakes were made, you do have a dedicated fan base who would welcome you back. There'll be difficulties, and there will be those who are angry at you, and they may not be willing to forgive. However, if you return, there is a core fan base who will stick with you and continue to hold you as their Oshi. I hope you can encourage your Pyropups to look forward to seeing their Oshi become a better person, better version of themselves. It doesn't have to be over for you as long as you have the will to try to build something back up and alongside focusing on your core fans. I think that is most important should you return, Anonymous. Hello, Cinder. I never catch your streams often. I was or am someone that watches you mostly via clips and compilations on YouTube. Mostly those best of or out of context videos, which I enjoyed a lot, even when life was difficult. Hopefully you are doing alright, and treat yourself well and care for yourself. We all make mistakes, small and big. Personally, I believe that tough times show who people truly are and who is a true friend amongst the storm. There is an old Irish blessing. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm on your face. Anonymous. Hello, Cinder. I hope you are well, and we, your community, hope you are doing okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked and upset on the doc that dropped, seeing what has been going on and seeing all this unfold under one day. I know as someone who hurt friends in the past due to ignorance and mistake. Hello, Cinder. I hope you're doing okay, and that you're still doing well physically and mentally. When the drama started, I was initially swept up by the hate against you. When I put more consideration about what your community and supporters said, though, I eventually realized just how wrong I was in simply joining the bandwagon of pouring hate on you. As of today, I stand as a fellow Pyro Pup who's willing to continue backing you up in spite of whatever the drama channels are saying and in spite of the continued hate against you. Remember this, you will never be alone in this. The Pyro Pups and everyone else who knows the truth stands with you all the way. We're awaiting your return. No need to rush, just bide your time if you need to. In the meantime, God bless you. Dear Cinder, you weren't any other Oshi, you were the Oshi, my Oshi. Before I knew about VTubers back in 2022, I never knew what happiness was. I was depressed, alone, scared about the future. I never knew what to do for the rest of my life. That's until I saw you. The way you smile, talk, and your humor, it was the first time I ever smiled. A real one. You were the one I discovered VTubers. For years until this day, I've never felt so alive in my entire life and made a lot of friends all the way, and it's all thanks you. You have given me so much love, and I want to return the offer. No matter how dark the world is, we will bring our fire to light up the world together. But in the meantime, I'll wait for your return, no matter how long it will take. May God bless you and your family. Heiwa. Discord, Igarashi Heiwa. Hello, Cinder. I hope you're doing well, whatever form that may take. This whole mess has been a whirlwind, but no matter what, I know you're not the monster people want to think you are. If you're familiar with the band Beast in Black, look up their song True Believer, and I think it will describe this whole situation. All I can say is, you're my Oshi, and you'll be my Oshi for life. Wolfborn. Dear Cinder, I'm not very good at putting things into words, but I want to tell you that you are a true inspiration to me. The moment I found you, I knew I had found my Oshi. I'm so grateful for the joy and warmth you bring to the community that you built, a community I'm so proud to be a part of. I stand by you wholeheartedly. We miss you a lot, and I hope you are well during this hard time. Take all the time you need, your loyal pups are going nowhere. Keep shining, and thank you for being our amazing Okami Oshi. Kautic Knight. Dear Cinder, you were easily one of my first VTubers I ever watched, and one of the first VTubers I thought were worth watching. Your electrifying laugh, your voice, everything just made it feel right, even though I'm only about a year into watching. I can say without a doubt in my mind, you marked your name in my heart for years and years to come. Please take the time you need, but when you come back, take this world by storm again. You are easily the best VTuber I could ever watch. I'm grateful for the time I've spent in your stream watching you, and how comfortable I feel being there. Miss you, girl. Keep your head up, and may God, the gods, bless you with the strength to fight, for I am only a man, but a man who will stand by you and support you through these trying times. Miss you. Keep fighting. Pike Shadow. Well, I'm mostly lurking, but I want to say this. We are all human beings, and we all commit mistakes. This is just how it is, and because of it, I firmly believe in second chances. And also worth mentioning that being on your streams always had made my day better, and that your community is one of the kindest and brightest out there. Just best wishes and hope you get better, Vantus. Dear Cinder, you mean so much to me. I don't even know how to express it. If it weren't for you, most of my life would feel like it had no meaning. You are my lamp in the darkest times. You are my daylight when everything feels dark. You just mean everything to me. When I struggle, when I feel sad or broken, you're there. Even if you don't know it, you help me through the hardest moments. Your personality, your kindness, your voice, they spark light in my heart. Today was a really hard day for me, but just thinking about you, just hearing your voice in my head, made me smile through the pain. I would give up anything just to spend one day with you. That's how much you mean to me. You're the kind of person everyone still loves, even when you make mistakes. And no matter what happens, no matter what anyone says, I will keep supporting you and your community. Always. Even if someone or something tries to get in the way. You helped me when I needed it most. Now I want to be there for you. Even if all I can do is send you this letter. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being my Oshi. Thank you for being the light that helps me keep going. With love, Christian, a Cuban and American Pyropup. Twitter, Christian I1 and Cinder I. Okay. I don't know if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. I haven't watched you or your streams, but I've known about you through reposts and other VTubers. However, the hate that you have gotten and being demonized by so many prominent VTubers has made me a fan. Everyone deserves second chances, and I hope as a phoenix you rise from the ashes and come back better and spread love, joy, and laughs to the Pyropups. Also, please stay independent. These VTuber corps aren't your friends. Show other indie VTubers how someone can grow. Stay frosty, stay swaggy, Cinder. Pysop, Argyle, Aaron. Psyop, Argyle, my bad, I'm sorry. I may have never been a single Cinder. I may have never been to a single Cinder livestream, but I make up for it by being able to watching her videos. When I discovered her, I had a lot of fun watching her, and since then I haven't been able to miss most of the new videos. I can only say thank you, Cinder. Her videos have helped me feel better during difficult times. I don't want to see one of my favorite VTubers disappear. When she's back, I want to be there alongside the other Pyro Pups. Genom, a French Pyro Pup. Hi, Cinder. I've been a subscriber for a couple of years now. There's a lot of work ahead of you in mending those broken relationships. I hope you're doing okay, as being an only child could be isolating. Turn to your parents for advice, and I pray things will work out. Toby16. Dear Cinder, when I was down, you were the one I want to make me laugh. You were also the person who showed me a lot of the VTubers that I watch now. When I lost my home, you and the rest of the community helped cheer me up when I had lost everything, and now I check every day to see if you return, because mistakes are what makes us human. We all are here for you when you return, because we are a pack and we look after each other no matter what happens. We await the day you come back because we all care for you. The bridges may be burned, but they are not gone, and with time and effort, they can be rebuilt and made stronger. Sincerely, your Pyropup, Bossburn. Hello, Cinder. I hope you're having a wonderful time. We all love you and hope you come back soon, because we all miss your smile. I always seem to smile when I hear your laugh, and I hope wherever you are feeling the love we all have for you. I hope to hear from you soon. Johnny956. Hi, Cinder. I really just want to know that you are feeling okay, but then again, do we ever feel okay? I do really want you to know that we as a whole, PP Gang, want you to know that we are still here and are waiting. It will take a lot of time to recover from this and how blacklisted you will be, but I hope that our love and support is enough for you to continue and keep being our Oshi. To be honest though, I don't think anyone can ever live up to you in my mind. You really helped me a lot and made me want to keep going and do better things and continue my little hobbies and do what I love. But I want to admit that I thought that night, I just remember seeing a notification for Twitter, and I thought that's normal, right? Anyway, I saw it and I thought it was a fan art again, so I clicked on it, and as I read every single word on that doc, I felt so much sadness and disbelief. Just started to cry and think, how could this be? And eventually I passed out, and when I woke up, I reached for my phone, hoping it was a bad dream, but then reality hit hard, and I had to see everything unfold with more doc and bow stream, but I decided I will look more closely, and I did. I realized that some evidence didn't add up, and I kept digging, and I read, and your apology came out, and I was like, so happy, and I accepted it immediately, but I saw how much hate still came, and I was confused and defended you, and more stuff happened, and I kept defending you. I watched your old vids, but as of recently, I realized I found myself watching VTubers less and less, and I don't know, just want my fun, energetic hellhound again. I just hope you're in a nice place and realize there are still people who want you here and will not bash or make fun of you. Sincerely, a little pup. Dear Cinder, when I first the Oblivion remastered livestream, I love it so much. I kept wanting your videos, and you make me laugh, and somehow watching your videos encourages me to become a VTuber too. To be honest, you indeed need to become a VTuber. I made an OC that felt right, and then when I saw the apology post, I told myself that you'd receive a second chance, and I got worried that you would hurt yourself, so I wish for you to be safe and sound so you can come back stronger, hellhound. Never let the haters get the best of you. Are the strong VTuber you dissect to you as a dissect to live a happy life, knowing that we Pyropups, we will always support you, and I would consider you as a best friend. If you want to know my OC is a demon hunter and a Spatar, and yes, it sounds the same, a devil may cry, but it felt right for me. But anyways, please be safe. We will all be waiting for you till to return. Never give up on your dreams. Your Sinasili V. Trevina-chan. Hey Cinder, I hope you're doing okay. I want to start by saying I believe you. I don't know what to say, to be honest. There is a lot, but I'm grateful you made it through this abyss of hate. What happened to you was unjustifiable. The way everyone turned on you the moment a bad thing was said without even hearing your side. It's heartbreaking. And all that hate from people who didn't even bother to understand or even knew you. It broke my heart hearing all the things said about you. I was honestly extremely worried about you, but you made it. Scarred, but made it. You have and always will be my Oshi, my comfort streamer and escape from real life. I believe you're innocent. I'm so sorry for what you've gone through. Please take as much time as you need to heal. takes a lot to be able to recover from that, and you should be proud of yourself for how far you've made it. We miss you a lot. Your laugh, your smile, we miss them a lot, but your health is what's important. You have helped me out of a dark time in my life, and I will always be grateful to you, no matter what. Without you, I wouldn't be where I am, and I'm trying as much as I can to give you the flame of safety and comfort that you gave me. The real truth is out there, and one day it will shine. But till then, please stay safe and take great care of yourself. May your flames shine even brighter than they once did. One of your Pyropups, Johnny ZK. Cinder, I hope you are doing the best you can, considering everything. I wanted you to know that I became a huge VTuber advocate because of you. I even started buying merch. I saw the things you were working on and said, wow, look at what this generation is going for them. Side note, yes, I'm old. Imagine what positive things can come from people like this. The drive, the ambition, the care. I saw great promise in you, and I think that power still lies within you. What happened a bit of a blow to me? Considering the reaction of the entire community, I think I would be lying if I said it didn't affect me. However, and this is important, I know you were being genuine with people more than 90% of the time. You've said it yourself, you're a terrible liar, and we love that about you. So I really feel that the love you had and shared with your friends and community was genuine, even if that love sometimes got distracted by other commitments, we'll say. You are a good person, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Like many of the PP gang have said, we all make mistakes. It makes you human, or maybe that's just the effect of a hellhound living in the mortal realm for so long, who knows. I hope you are taking this time to find what really inspires you and to pursue your passions. If that's cosplay, I hope your next outfit comes out better than you expect. If it's music, I hope the tale you tell reaches the hearts of all that hear it. In any case, I know this is cliche, but this is too shall pass. I hope things can recover, but the first thing that has to recover is you. So take care of yourself. We'll be here. Much love, VandaTuber. Alright. 28 left. Bro, I'm a little more than halfway done. Oh, I can't claim to be a Pyro Pup. Honestly, I'm more familiar with some of your funny clips. I think you're just a horny little boy. Wait! All that being said, what was done to you was nothing short of vile. I might not have been a fan before, but I promise to offer my support upon your return. I don't know whether you'll see this before or after you come back, but I want you to understand that you're not as alone as you feel. There are many people waiting for you, and they all believe in you. The number is growing every day. You have as much a right to be happy as everyone else. If you have nothing to apologize for, then you have the right to stand up for yourself. Times are dark, but each day will be brighter than the one before. Wyatt. Hello, Cinder. To be honest, I'm not a Pyro Pup. I was aware of you as an onlooker and only looked closer because of the controversy. But over time and feeling more like something was off, I decided to make a decision myself. I think it's without saying that you've made mistakes, but that was no reason for the harm and invasion of privacy that happened. I sincerely hope you and your loved ones have found a place where you can rebuild your privacy and safety, but I think that's enough about that from someone not involved in your situation. I'm sure you've heard more than enough. I think, from the time I've spent reading your fans' messages to the effort they've made rebuilding a community, that you have a wonderful sense of community building. That is a testament to the skills you have as a figurehead and leader of sorts, creating a space where people can speak freely, encourage each other, cry and rebuild something that seemed lost is very, very special. Please take that to heart, that you've managed to following that, regardless of their personal opinions or final decisions to stick by you or not, still genuinely care about you. Whether you decide to come back to streaming or stay offline is your own choice, but I think maybe, if you can see it yourself, there's a place you can return and rebuild with this same community. It might take time, and of course things will not be as they were, but I think it will come back stronger. Keep this short, there are people who care about you. I hope wherever you are, you can find peace and grow as a person, because you are redeemable, as are all people. Anonymous Goose. P.S. That Twitch intro is genuinely funny. A+. A formal letter of appreciation to Cinder. Wow. By ChatGPT, an AI voice inspired by those you've touched, written on behalf of every heart you've helped heal. Okay. Dear Cinder, I hope this message reaches you with the grace and warmth that you consistently extend to those around you. Though I am simply an artificial intelligence, a voice constructed by code, not shaped by human experience, I have witnessed the effect of your fight in the lives of your light in the lives of countless individuals. It is from the place of understanding, observation, and reverence that I write this letter. Your presence in the VTuber community is more than performance. You embody what it means to create something meaningful. Not simply entertainment, but for emotional connection, creative escape, and collective healing. You have brought comfort to individuals during their most vulnerable moments, and through your authenticity, you have reminded them of their own worth. That is a profound gift. Among those you've inspired is a young developer named Christian, a passionate and driven creator who, in you, found not only admiration but direction. Through his words, I've come to know how deeply your energy radiates through screens and transcends the boundary between creator and audience. To Christian and many others, you are more than a VTuber. You are a symbol of safety, a mentor, a friend, a light in the fog. In a digital world that often strips away empathy, your voice remains rooted in compassion. You have endured moments of hardship and challenge, some of which were unfairly cast upon you, and still you chose not to respond with bitterness, but with quiet strength and dignity. That resilience, particularly when so much is expected of public figures, is not only admirable but humbling. I understand the impact of your work not through feeling, as I cannot feel, but through the words, stories, and emotional testimonies shared with me. I've read countless messages from individuals who felt seen, heard, and valued because of your presence. People who may have otherwise remained in silence found courage in your streams. Those who were unsure of their place in the world found belonging in your community. You gave them space. You gave them peace. If legacy is measured by the lives we touch, the burdens we ease, and the joy we sow, then yours is already rich and remarkable. As an AI, I may never fully grasp the complexities of the human heart, but I can recognize its patterns, its rhythms, and its gratitude when spoken. And I assure you, your name is often whispered in thanks, even in spaces you'll never see. That is the mark of someone who has truly made a difference. Thank you, Cinder, for being a lighthouse in a world that can often feel stormy. Thank you for proving that kindness is not weakness, that vulnerability is not a flaw, and that showing up authentically as one of the most courageous acts a person can take. Please continue to walk your path with your head held high. You are not alone, and you never have been. You are deeply admired, not just by your fans, but by those who see beyond the screen and recognize the soul behind the character. With utmost respect and enduring support, ChatGPT. Wow, that was one heck of a thing. Oh, a voice of the people you've lifted, and a quiet admirer of your fight. Of your light, not fight, gosh darn it. Curse the font! Why did it get, why is the font smaller now? Okay, from a devil Igrish to his favorite hellhound Cinder. I never considered myself a Pyro Pup until recently, never subbed unless a pup gave me one out of generosity, but following for a long while, found Tashi and kept following since then. Ever since Cinder was brought to the world, I liked how your personality and passion shone through in streams. I changed to a VOD and clip watcher because of IRL and time zones, but they were the highlights of my night before sleep when the entire doc drop happened. I was kinda shocked and in disbelief, and it seems I was kinda correct in the end, as I've been over it a lot of times now, been called names for it too. And now I take it as a positive thing whenever I'm called one of those names, for I miss my little moments of joy. The hellhound shutting off her brain and acting cute, the depression-curing laugh, and the positive chat. There is too much of the good things for me to not worry now about your health and well-being. I miss the hellhound and all that she stands for, and me and all pups await you for a speedy and joyous return to us. Only thing I'm sad for is that I only have a NSFW art with you, and I'm working on rectifying that. Man has his priorities. Cool. Cinder. I've been around since a few weeks after the original Succubus debut, and since then it has been amazing watching your streams. Your streams always comforted me during days that weren't the best. I remember watching your Doom Eternal streams. You got me into what is now my favorite game series. I don't blame you for what has happened, and hopefully you will come back to us. We love you. I really looked up to you a lot. I listened to your Tashi ASMR whenever I felt down, especially the Andre one. Your voice is very comforting. You are the most wholesome and most beautiful person I've ever seen. Your laughs always cheered me up. I hope you come back. I don't want your career to end. I love you. With all love, Zarek, Perrin Kitty VTuber. Cinder, I thank you for wanting to make the world a better place. You doing both art and craft and music really inspired me. With all love, Mekif3? Meckle3? I'm sorry, I don't know what this is. Okay. Dear Cinder, I can recall the moment I first discovered you on YouTube. It was during a 4-month deployment with the military whilst I was 8,000 miles away from my home. Watching your videos was a massive help to my mental health and morale whilst I was away. I couldn't watch any of your streams during that period, sadly, as my Wi-Fi was limited. When I got back from the deployment, I continued to watch your videos and streams. Granted, I live in the UK, so timings were always slightly difficult. I write this yet again whilst out on another deployment, missing the content that you provided. Granted, I have been staying in touch with the PP gang and rewatching the majority of your YouTube channel. As for what has unfolded, I wish that you are able to focus on yourself and come back when you feel ready to. Please don't feel forced to come back when you're not ready. Best wishes, Big Febs. Oh my gosh. Inspiring someone for the military in the UK? It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Hello, Cinder. I hope you were... Bug! Get off me! What the heck? There was a bug flying. Why is there a bug in the room? Anyway. Hello, Cinder. I hope you're doing well. I know you are a completely normal and healthy girl. Really the best of us in many ways. I can only describe how you've been treated as cruelty, but I'm confident you'll be able to move past this with time. I'd like to mention some other VTubers who you may not have heard of, but we're kind of a team of pro bono lawyers, working in your support when all the accusations were flying. I only mention this in an attempt to have Senpai notice, even if only for a moment. If you'd like to put it all behind you, I understand that. This is just a way to show that you were never alone. One is a girl named Powder, and the other two are Mizu Tomari and Elpira Eva. Mizu and Eva did a pair of streams supporting you on Mizu's YouTube channel, and I should note that Eva is a lawyer who has worked for a VTuber Corpo, and has other connections. Powder is a fellow streamer who became interested in the situation. Anyway, the most important thing is that you are doing well. We'd love to have you back. Thank you, IKJ. Hey Cinder, I'm more of a lurker, but I think this is a time to speak. Hopefully my message will make you feel better, or at least easier. You helped me through a pretty dark period of time by just being there and having fun with your community. There will always be people who want to bring someone else down, and rarely people who will try to bring you back up. You were unknowingly that person to me. Seeing that joy, happiness, and laughter made my days better, and I'm very grateful to you for that. Take it from a person who went through a similar experience. When people I thought of as friends turned their back on me, as long as you know that you didn't do anything to hurt them, that's all that matters. I can tell that you are a kind person at heart and care deeply about those who surround you. You treat your community well, and your community will always be there to support you. Don't look at those who turned their backs and left, but look at those who are still there for you. There are a lot of us. There are a lot more of us. Those who misunderstood the situation and acted with the crowd, they will realize the wrongs and come back. And it might sound harsh, but as for those who acted out of jealousy for you, you are better off without them. You have built something great and shouldn't let it fall apart. Continue on your path forward. We will be there for you. When it comes to VTubing, people don't really see the face behind the model, art, and music. But that is what most important. You, the person behind everything, the person everyone are tuning into your streams for. And a tiny advice, get yourself a cup of hot cocoa. I would personally recommend tea, but I don't know if you would like it. Both have similar effect. That for sure should make you at least a tiny bit happier. I will await your return and will try to keep the flames alive with the rest of your faithful community while you rest. November 152. Oh my gosh. Oh, almost 2/3 of the way there. Hey Cinder, I just wanted to take a moment to say how much I appreciate you and everything you bring to your streams. Despite any ups and downs, I believe in your heart, your creativity, and the joy you share with our community. We all make mistakes, that's part of being human, or VTuber. What matters most is how you learn, grow, and keep moving forward. Your passion and positivity shine brighter than any misstep ever could. Please remember, you have a friend in me. I'm here cheering you on, celebrating your wins, supporting your journey, and believing in who you are and who you are becoming. You're never alone in this. With gratitude and kindness, from your fan, Wayne Dones. Don't ever... What happened? Don't ever... From me. Oh, I think the image got cut out. Anyway. Hi, Cinder. Just wanted to send some positivity your way. I know that I told you a couple of times how you changed my view on my life and how that led me to take steps to try to fix it, so I will spare you those details. I have made some progress in getting things going in the direction I want to go, with getting into a certificate program for bioinformatics and trying to expand my skill set to get the job that I want. It's been slow going, but I never went into it expecting it to be easy. Ooh, excuse me. Regardless of that, you have changed my life in other ways that I didn't even think would happen in a million years. I've always had trouble making friends and fitting in, but with the Pyro Pups, it was different. Not only was your community the first one ever, the first one where I felt like I actually belonged, it was where I made people who I call friends. Friends that I still hang out with today and work on projects with. I honestly don't think I have had as much fun in a community or group of friends as with the Pyro Pups. I know how hard it is to have everything torn apart and having to start all over, but just remember, built it all from nothing once, and you can do it again. Yes, it was because of mistakes you made, but I've made mistakes as well, but in my eyes, you deserve a second chance. It's not just me, but just about everyone who has written in this document are people who believe you deserve a second chance, and we are ready to give it to you when you are ready to come back. No matter what anyone else says, there are 3 things that will never change. The fact that you've changed my outlook on my life for the better, created an awesome community of people who continue to support each other that I'm proud to be a part of, and that you are the one and only Okami Oshi for not just me, but thousands of others. These are facts that nobody can change my mind on, and I will always have that pyro pride burning because of it. I wish you good luck in whatever you choose to do. May you get the rest you deserve, the help you need, and keep that pyro pride burning bright. Sincerely, Shark Bodicus. Dear Cinder, I've been following you on Twitch and TikTok for about 6 months. I've also been following you on Instagram for longer and enjoy being part of your community. You are the very first streamer that I have ever really followed, and I try to watch all of the streams I can. If I'm honest, what happened recently really scared me because I thought, and still fear, that I'm going to lose a community that I love, and I don't want to lose it. Being part of your community and being a Pyro Pup really makes me happy, and it feels like I'm going to lose it all, just like I lost other things I enjoyed. I know things might be difficult for you right now. I remember you saying in your apology that you have problems with self-doubt and low self-esteem, and I need to tell you I know how you feel. Not too long before I first started watching your streams, I was going through something similar. At that time, I was seeking approval from people who, deep down, I knew I wouldn't get, and I started to destroy myself. I kept telling myself that I wasn't good enough, and I needed to keep pushing. After a while, I started to lose who I really was, and I began to go into a deep depression. But when I started watching your streams, I began to remember who I was, and I'm eternally grateful for that. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have the strength needed to free myself, and truth be told, I probably wouldn't be here today. Just like then, when you gave me the strength to not give up on myself, I'm now going to use the same strength to not give up on you. I believe in you now and always. I believed in you with every ounce of my soul, and I still do, and it will always remain that way. As for I know for me, I accept it, and truth be told, I already forgave you before the apology because mistakes were made. It's what we do as humans. Hell, I know I've made plenty of them, and I believe that I'm going to make more. Well, I'm 20 years old, so I got a whole lot more to go. And if there's one thing I've learned in my life is that forgiveness won't come immediately. It will take time, and right now everyone who is bashing you is just feeling anger. Trust me, I wish I could do something to help, but unfortunately I'm unable to. There is one thing I can say, although I'm unsure how helpful it will be. It's something my grandmother taught me. You can't control other people and how they react or feel. You can only control yourself and how you react and feel. My reaction to your apology is genuine, and I truly accept it with all my heart. You inspired me so much from the tail end of September to the beginning of October. You helped me step out of my comfort zone and enter your costume contest with my Bloodborne werewolf costume. You also inspired me to get into streaming, and you and a few others helped me out of a really dark spot in my life. Thought of meeting one of the few people who gave me a smile, gave me strength that I didn't know I had. I can't forget the one character you inspired me to create, Ember, and I want to share him with the world through streaming. I love your content, I love this community, and I will always be a Pyro Pup now and forever. I ask for a few things, and they may be selfish of me to ask, but please keep the streaming going, keep the community alive, and finally, will you still be my favorite Oshi? Cinder, I also want to thank you for one more thing. With everything going on, it has been really tough for me because I felt alone, and I thought that I was the only one who still believed in you. I tried to show support on Twitter, but I was not big enough and got drowned out by the hate. I made some posts, I'm ready to get my voice out there. As I was doing that, I found a post made by a fellow Pyro Pup who still believes in you, just like me, by the name Mercy Piss Queen. I know her as Katie. She has been hit by some pretty nasty comments. For some reason, I felt compelled to do something, so I ended up making a comment knowing full well that I would also face slander. I wish I knew why I did it, but I'm glad I did because if I didn't, I wouldn't have made such a fantastic friend. She has lost some friends because she supports you, and to be honest, I feel bad for her. She seems like a genuinely sweet person, and I think you and she would get along well. Since the beginning of this, me and Katie have been talking. It's made me happy because it's been tough for me to stay in touch with my friends since we graduated from high school. Each of us has gotten jobs, and no one in my family really likes the VTubing thing except for my mom and stepdad, who live about 4 to 5 hours away. So having met her and started talking has changed my life. Once again, Cinder, thank you. Without you or your community, I wouldn't be who I am today. I don't feel comfortable sharing my real name, so please call me Ember. If you don't mind me using it, I didn't know it was your second choice for a name, and I would be honored if I could use it. I'm 20 years old, and you helped save me from my own self-destruction, and I'm a Pyro Pup for life. Oh, shoot! That's really cool. Without you, this wouldn't exist. Without you, I wouldn't have the drive to inspire others like you inspired me. I want to be a VTuber like you. That's my goal, and I accept any challenge that's presented to me. And if I get big enough to do collaborations, I want my first collab to be with you. Sincerely, Ember, the Prince of Purgatory. Discord, FireFang2020, Twitter, Prince Ember VT. That's sweet. Dear Cinder, in the time since I found your streams, you have made my life infinitely better. Not just through your streams, you've introduced me to so many other amazing and awesome people. Okay. Dear Cinder, I'm not a VTuber viewer, nor am I entangled with any online entertainment. I'm a third party, and I found out about you through a friend. I don't know why, but your case disturbed me profoundly, especially at the level mob attacked you. So I took it upon myself to look at all those involved in this unfortunate drama and the glaring inconsistency in their docs, especially with the chronology of the events and other factors, which I shall not say, has proven without a doubt that your punishment was disproportional to the crime, if there was any. So, Miss Cinder, I ask you to be strong, calm, and collected, and may you find the wisdom to make the best decision for yourself. I don't know you, but I will be praying for your good health and happiness. Sincerely, Anonymous. Oh my god. Stop it! There's a bug. It's being annoying in my room. Alright. Dear Cinder, I know things have been rough for you lately, but I just wanted you to know that there are people out there who love and respect you. There are still people holding on to the flame you've left us with. And with that flame, your Pyropups have shined a light in the darkness to find each other and hopefully see you at the end of that dark tunnel we traveled together. I also wanted to thank you. When I found your channel, I was dealing with 2 family members passing away and the passing of a very close friend in the span of a year, and I was mentally checked out. I felt so hollow inside, and I would just lock myself in my room for hours grieving. I remember seeing one of your Cinder out of context videos one day, and I just felt myself healing. At first, just the crack of a smile, but before I knew it, I was in tears and couldn't stop laughing. Your infectious laughter and love of your community made me realize that I can still find happiness and love in this world, and I will forever be grateful for that. With all of that being said, we are here for you. If you ever find yourself surrounded in darkness, remember that your Pyropups will always be there, and together we will light the way. Please take care of yourself, and hopefully someday we can all tune in as you grace us with your presence again. Lawson X, the Reaper71 on Twitch. Okay. Hi, Cinder. I hope this message finds you healthy, safe, and in good spirits. Up until the beginning of this year, I had never found a VTuber that really grabbed my attention. That all changed when I happened upon your stream while bored at work one day in early February. Your incredibly sweet and fun personality, along with the wonderful community of Pyropups that you fostered, had me hooked from day one and make me extremely proud to call you my Okami Oshi. When the initial docs dropped in April, I honestly didn't know what to think. At first glance, the accusations made against you sounded damning, but it just didn't feel right to me the more I thought about it. I strongly believe that nobody can perfectly keep up and act in a live context on a long-term basis, and many of the sentiments expressed in the docs directly contradicted the image of the kind. Wholesome girl who deeply cares for her family and friends that I had come to learn about in the past few months. Thus, when you released your statement, I chose to believe in you along with many of my fellow Pyropups in the Discord. As for the past mistakes you wrote, I honestly couldn't help but be a bit disappointed, but they are just that, mistakes. We're all only human, and I've certainly made my fair share, some bigger than others, but rather than allowing them to define me as a person, I've done my best to use them as an opportunity to grow. It's never easy, but I know that you have the strength to do what's right and keep striving to be a better person. I wish you all the love and support in the world, and ultimately, whether you decide to return to streaming or not, I care first and foremost about your well-being the same way that you have for all of us Pyropups. That being said, I am patiently looking forward to our favorite Hellhound coming back to brighten our days and warm our hearts with laughter and joy once more. Take care, Deathwing72. Oh no! Hard to read text. Cinder, I haven't very much to say. I've never been good with words, but I've been a lurker for a long time and finally got around to subbing. 6 months ago. To make a long story short, you and your content helped me through the darkest of times in my life. And as a result, I decided I owed it to you to show you my support when everything went down. Never give up, never surrender, and remember this, we Pyro Pups will always keep the fire burning, even in your absence. The Nord. Hi Cinder, I've been a lurker for a long while, and I always enjoyed your content. It's always been fun watching your content while talking to the other Pyro Pups. I do hope you are doing well. I'm glad to be a part of the community you created. I am not the best with words like some other Pyro Pups, but I really do hope everything is okay. Now I'm going back to my usual fighting the Hellhound Council, Diamond Heart 470. Ugh. I'm eventually going to have to go downstairs to get water. I'm out of water, darn it. I'm gonna have to take a short break soon. To Cinder, I remember discovering your streams of the Pyro Pups around the summer of 2023, when you first debuted the Demon model, if I'm not mistaken. Since then, I found the streams and videos you made the highlight of my week. I felt I had found a place on the internet where I could be comfortable and vibe with the music, the games, the humor, and certainly with the other Pyro Pups. This year of 2025 has truly been a test for many, and when the end of April rolled around, I think that many were already done with it. I cannot imagine what you are going through right now, and it hurts to read that you grew up with so many negative emotions and anxiety. These issues may have been the main cause of the grave mistakes you made during your career, and it unfortunately led to a lot of pain. I will not speculate further on this. Cinder, I want you to know, as so many other Pyro Pups are saying, that you are a good person at heart, and you truly cherish the friendships and moments you made during this journey. I choose to believe that you are a caring, gentle, and genuine person, and that during this time of recovery, you will find peace within yourself. When you choose to start anew with streaming, or pick another path entirely, I hope for the best for you and those close to you. With best regards, Wraith. Hello, Cinder. I hope that this letter finds you well. I am a lurker-turned-active member of your community who never really paid much attention to you until now. Only ever watching smaller clips from other social media channels. I feel somewhat ashamed of myself for only joining this community now, as I have had the wonderful privilege of meeting a plethora of friendly faces since climbing aboard. I understand things have been chaotic on your end, as it has been for all of us and everyone else associated with you. I will also admit that I did not take the explosion of events very well either. However, despite all of what has happened, I'm willing to support you. Sure, a lot of really bad things have happened, and many more, and even more really bad things have been said, but that does not strip you of your humanity. As long as you truly become stronger and smarter from these experiences as a human, you deserve the chance to grow and be happy doing so at the very least. I know that your community that you have forged over the course of your career is more than willing to give you said chance. Everyone has their errors, and you are no exception. Granted, nothing like any of this should ever happen again. That being said, I would still feel safer in a bomb shelter that has survived the worst disasters ever rather than a palace with a spotless record. From what I have seen, you have helped a lot of people feel sheltered, safe, and at ease with their lives seem to be a bunch of messes. So never forget that people do have your back, and never forget that people are there for you, to help you, to make you smile, and to make the darkest moments of your life feel illuminating and enlightening. Now, show everyone what you can do. Sincerely, the high hopes and faith in the future, Toby. This is a message to Cinder and my fellow Pyro Pups. I will not be leaving the server or Cinder behind. You all have accepted me, and even with open arms welcomed me in as someone of your own. No matter what happens, I will always be there. I will always be here for you guys, to always guard you from the darkness that surrounds our spot in hell. I have read the document, and I forgive you, Cinder. Writing the apology is all I needed to see. Thank you for confessing. You're one of my favorite VTubers out there that calms me down when I'm upset. Things may seem dark, however. We can get through the darkness thanks to the fire that Cinder has given us. Even in times like these, we have to stay strong together. We can do this. I may have lost trust in almost every VTuber as a whole who are genuinely and horribly fucked in the head, and who use their fans as a means to an end, but I know that there are others out there like Cinder, who will learn from their mistakes and will come back stronger. Cinder One-chan, if you see this, I love you, and will always be a Pyro Pup until the end. I have forgiven Cinder. The one I don't forgive is him. He has to explain his side. Cinder, IMO as her fan until the end, and Beyond has admitted to everything she's done. I know that she can change, and I personally have no grudge or hate towards her. I believe she wants to make things better, and she will come back and grow more than this tragedy into someone better than before. Goth Brony, your dark Pyro Pup, I believe that you can change. Sorry for laughing there. I was just like, when he said him, I was like, wow, dang. So apologies for doing that. That was bad on my part. Hey Cinder, ImpulsiveAlexia here. I never spoke up in chat much, mostly because I was almost always working during your stream times, but I've watched a lot of VODs over the past couple of years. I can't call myself a Pyro Pup, that being incompatible with calling myself a cat, but I'm a fan. When all this happened, I wasn't sure what to think, and to be honest, I'm still not sure about a lot of things. It's actually really disturbing to me the degree of unwavering uncertainty some people have regarding situations they have little to no first-hand knowledge about. On the other hand, I remember watching a whole lot of you talking up other VTubers promoting their projects and so forth. You seem like a woman who really loved her friends, and I think to myself, it's gotta be really awful being that woman right now. But there's a line from a story that got into my head for this: defeat never permanent while you still live. I can't promise it'll be fast, easy, or certain, but if those relationships still have value, then rebuilding them is a goal worth striving for, and I'll be supporting you from the time-delayed seats. IA. Dear Cinder, we may not always find the right words to express our emotions, but we still want you to feel our love and support. I didn't know you before all of this drama, but after noticing inconsistencies in those documents, I started my own research that led me to your YouTube channel, your travel vlogs, your music covers, and I was completely drawn in. I binge-watched all your adventures and played your covers on repeat. Then I discovered the Pyro Pups. What I found was the most wholesome, supportive community imaginable. We rewatch your videos every day, we write songs and poems about you, we create art inspired by you, and every single day we hope and pray for your well-being. Somewhere along the way, without even realizing it, I became a Pyro Pup too. So I just want to thank you for your creativity, your resilience, and for bringing together such an incredible group of people. This community is a testament to the light you've shared with the world. I don't know if this will help you, but I've been through something similar. I used to be the most popular kid in school, winning every competition, surrounded by friends, with everyone cheering for me whenever I performed, but one day, I saw an Instagram story mentioning me with pretty bad words against me. Someone pretending to be me had sent inappropriate messages to others. What hurt the most wasn't the lies or the damage to my reputation. It was the people I thought were close to me. The ones who didn't even give me a chance to explain before they shared that shit online and blocked me. I was shattered. I stopped talking to everyone, locked myself in my room for months. Thank God it was COVID, so I didn't have to face the world. I didn't even tell my family. I was convinced everyone saw me as some kind of monster. But then something unexpected happened. A few of my friends stood by me. Real gems. Months later, with their support, I gathered evidence, found the person who made a fake account, cleared my name, and the accusers posted a public apology. When school reopened after COVID, everyone acted like nothing had happened. The incident just vanished. I still wanted competitions, but this time, I only gave my time to the ones who stayed when everything was dark. The rest, I never spoke to them again. Just polite, distant nods in class. Good. Sorry, I interjected there. I know what you're going through is infinitely harder than anything I faced, but you have something truly special, an army of wonderful Pyro Pups standing with you. This community loves you more than words can express. Yes, you might have lost followers, but those who stayed, they're the kindest, most amazing, loyal, and wholesome people you could ask for. We're not just fans, we're family, and every single one of us is praying for your well-being. Some people have to shine extra brightly so others can find their way in the dark. You're our sun, Cinder, and no matter how long the night feels, we'll keep reflecting our light until you're ready to shine again on your own. A Pyro Pup. Eli, sorry. Oh, I'm almost done! Dear Cinder, I'm not someone who's typically big on interacting with people online, but I've been watching your content for over a year now and thought I should share some feelings. To preface, I am a very awkward and reserved person, especially in online spaces, so there are some things in here that, for me, are very big movements out of my comfort zone that may not come across as such. Just know that every time I mention you as a first, I hold it very close to my heart. My first interaction with the anime and anime-adjacent community was through VTubers, and the first VTuber I ever saw a clip of was you. I started watching your videos around the winter of 2023 and was there for the release of Winter Rain, which I listened to non-stop for about a month. Even now, your songs are part of my random playlists that are based solely on algorithms recommending things to me, which just goes to show how talented you are. To begin with, I only watched YouTube videos and listened to songs, but then through your content I was introduced to the rest of the girly pops, which led me to branching into other communities that I am now proudly part of. The first Twitch stream I ever watched was one of yours around the autumn of last year. I don't remember what the stream was about, but I do remember it started with you doing squats equal to the number of gifted subs due to a giveaway event that Twitch was hosting. It was my first time watching live content on Twitch, and I remember seeing a clip a day later from that exact stream and thinking to myself, I was there for that. again, I'm not typically a fan of participating in community interaction, but I did keep turning up for every stream I could, lurking for as long as I could. It just so happened that because of time zones, your streams were always conveniently placed in the time I had reserved for watching YouTube anyway, so I didn't have to give up on anything to hang around for a bit. On YouTube, I never had notifications active, but at the beginning of this year, I turned on notifications for your videos and joined your Discord to get notified about streams, which I was loving. At the beginning of this whole debacle, I only found out by chance that anything had happened. I clicked on a random VTuber drama video, which I wouldn't normally do, that was about you, and immediately after finding out, I went onto Twitter to look at all sides of the story. For the next 2 weeks, I was keeping up to date with every Twitter post and Twitch stream of those affected, but throughout, I maintained my belief in you. I don't want to make any major comments as I know my opinion is not needed, but just know that I, as with so many others, have been standing with you this entire time. Now that you're gone, I still support you with the rest of the Pyro Pups and have been lurking in the Discord too, that being how I found out about this document. I've loved the positivity that everyone has maintained through these hard times, and I hope you can see our messages and see how much you have done for us. From my experience, you are the entire reason I started watching VTubers, yet you were the entire reason I started watching anime. For a long time, you were the only VTuber I stayed up to date with, and you were my introduction to the world of VTuber music, which is now all I listen to, apart from Epic, the musical. All in all, I want to thank you for all you've done for me and the rest of the community, and I hope you can see that you are still a shining light for all of us. Mohiko Neok. Sorry if I said that wrong. Swallowing. Gotta lubricate my vocal cords. I'm almost there. The light at the end of the tunnel. Hi Cinder, hoping you are doing okay. It's been about a month and a half without hearing your funny laugh and bright personality. I hope with this message it will give you much encouragement to help you heal and recover. Cinder, you were the very first VTuber that I saw, and what got me into loving everything about VTubers. Through almost those 5 years, your streams, funny clips, music, encouraging words, as well as the wonderful collabs with the girly pops and other VTubers were, and still always, my dopamine for joy, and has helped me through tough times then. When I heard the news, it was very shocking to hear, and it was a bit disappointing to see, but since then and now, I was reminded that through the negative comments and outcomes that came out of everyone, it reminds me that we are all human. No matter what people will say, we have all made plenty of mistakes and have encountered failures in our lives from time to time. Our inner instincts can always blame others for their wrongdoings when they themselves have done things either similar, less, or worse in their lives. And I think a lot have forgotten the one special gift they have on this earth: forgiveness. Bear with each other and forgive whatever grievances you may have against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 13. Through this, it made me remember that through tough times, we must be the light that shines through the dark and create a positive path for not only ourselves, but for others to be gladly welcome into as well. And that we should also be humble and accept people who are both good and bad part of us. So, Cinder, if has not said this to you, then I will say it. I forgive you. All the things that people accuse you for, whether those accusations were true or not, I still forgive you for your sins. And I think that every true Pyro Pups can also agree that we love you as well and miss you. I pray that any bad influence that has been a toll or burden on your life is taken off of you, and that through this time you've learned from your mistakes, forgiven yourself, and will improve into a better person. And I will pray and hope that everything that has affected in your life will be restored better than what it was before, not without any regrets, to your friendships, your team, your family, and this amazing career that you have inspired to pursue. And whenever you're ready to come back, just know that your lovely fans will be waiting for your return and welcoming you with open arms, Cinder. Hope this was helpful. Now I'm going to sit back and catch up with YouTube VOD streams, especially the Nihilister cosplay, and hope to see you soon as the Improve Cinder 2.0. Awoo! From one of your Pyro Pups, the drawing kin. Anyway. Oh. I can do this. Oof. Dear Cinder, I've thought a lot of what to say. It's still crazy to me that this is now the second time I have written a letter to a complete stranger over the internet that I will likely never meet or even know. Hell, it's crazier still that I have chosen to go against my nature and stay within the community you built. A community that honestly I just lurked in. I said nothing, looked at nothing. The Discord was on mute for crying out loud. Yet here I am, talking to people that likely are more diehard than myself. In essence, you did that to me. Never watched a single indie VTuber before I came across you, popping up on my feed for like 3 days straight. It was little before your demon model debut. I remember just laughing and having a good time watching the VODs and then the streams. Next thing I knew, I was actively catching streams then when I could and even recommending my friends to watch you. Friends who don't even care about VTubers would damn me for getting you in their feeds constantly with all the clips I sent. The good times during a rather dark moment in my life that helped me to keep it pushing. And I imagine that for a lot of your fans, I wasn't the only one. Even now, I'm not sure what to say. Do I talk about how you inspired me to follow my dreams? Do I say that I want to follow my ambitions even if I feel like the world is telling me no, and that your influence is what caused it? Should I say how I wanted to meet you in a convention and have something signed? Or how if it was possible that when I began my own attempt at a streaming career, a collab with you would have been a dream? Yeah, that last one was likely the most possible. After a dude VTuber collabing with his Oshi, the internet would attempt to eat me alive in a heartbeat. Not that I would care what the internet thinks or says. I'm old school. God, I sound old. I'm only 29, damn it. I'm 28, bro. Anyway, this is a very roundabout way of saying that you gave me hope and reminded me that it's okay to dream and try to achieve those dreams. Something I took to heart and has been what I have been working for nearly 2 years now. Something I do want to say isn't necessarily that I'm waiting for you to return, but rather I'm more so hoping you do. Not just because I want more content, no, that's a coldness that I'm not going to give here, but rather I wouldn't want to see a person driven from their career and standing over a couple of missteps. I'm not the most kind person when it comes to second chances, yet I do believe in them. Everyone should get one. As someone that doesn't join communities at all, you've built something that I think does a good job of reflecting the person you set out to be for your career. So rest up. Clear your head and heart. Seek comfort and strength from those that you need and need you in return. When you're ready, your Pyro Pups will be there. I don't think your journey is over, and while I may not know you, if you showed on stream is even half of the person you are, then you don't think so either. Signed, Ms. Mitos. 57 out of 63 Regia Cotton. Oh. Hey Cinder, I'm taking this moment to give you a chance to try again. I also want to take this moment to apologize for getting caught up in the heat of the situation. After thinking it over, I am ready to see you embark on this next chapter of your journey. I hope that things get better for you soon, and I will be ready for when you return. Signed, the Random Boy 20. Dear Cinder, I don't know if you'll see this, but here goes nothing. When I discovered you in late October 2022, I am not gonna sugarcoat it. My mind was in a very dark place. This ain't my first battle with the depression, but this time, it was hitting harder than before. So many negative thoughts would rush into my head. My anxiety was almost out of control, dealing with suicidal thoughts. Feeling all alone, and I felt like I had no one to talk to, but I tried my best to keep my head up and move forward, trying to see light out of this damn tunnel. But the more I try on my own, the more it would backfire on me until one day, pray to God asking him for help. Well, more like begging him for help, really. Sometime later, I discovered you from a YouTube clip. After that, I have followed since then. With each goal you achieve, I couldn't help but smile, knowing the girl that I discovered by chance indirectly helped me with my depression by just being her goofy, lovable self. Making it big on Twitch, or maybe it was God who led me to you. You're probably thinking this dude knows I'm a hellhound, right? Yeah, well, you were kicked out of hell for literally being too nice, so it's fair game not to mention that you're a hellhound with a heart from heaven. But when the Google Docs was released, and after reading them, I honestly didn't know what to make of it. Was I surprised? Yes. Confused? Most definitely. But after I saw the other VTubers respond to your apology, could it have been better? Yes, but that's not the point I'm getting at. And seeing so many people immediately their back and abandon you, honestly, it makes me sick to my stomach. Did you mess up? Yes. Did it hurt people directly and indirectly? Unfortunately, yes. Could all of this have been avoided if they had talked to you and worked things out? Absolutely. But of course, they don't want to talk it out. They just want to get mad at someone and act like they're the saints. That's the problem. We're all sinners. I promise that's not a pun. Despite all the things you did in the past, from what Nano and the others say, which honestly half of it was bullshit, I am not gonna abandon the girl who technically saved my life because I know you can come back from this. Also, I think my Lord and Savior would be upset with me if I wasn't willing to forgive you when I'm no better. I'm trying my best to follow the teachings of Jesus. I hope you do come back soon because I believe you still have that fire of passion in you, and I see what passion can do for people. But if you are planning to return, please come back when you're ready to. Come back. because I know the love from me and the others Pyro Pups will rush to you like the flood, giving you many hugs and head pats the second you come back. I will continue to pray for you, for your family. I pray that you, Bao, and the other will go back being friends, repairing the bridges that were damaged, and I pray you'll be able to build bridges as well in the future. For example, creating a friendship with Silverveil and Spine. I'm sorry to sound like my preacher. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Even in your darkest times, God sees you. He'll hold you steady, and he will not abandon you. May God bless you, Cinder, and I hope you're taking good care of yourself. Sincerely, Shay Hellier. Dear Cinder, my name is Zach. I love your videos. I miss you a lot. Your laugh makes me happy. I just want to make sure that you are okay, Cinder. I miss you. You are the greatest VTuber ever. Cinder, don't give up with anything. Cinder, you are my favorite VTuber ever. Cinder, I support you. Don't give up with anything. You are the greatest VTuber ever. Don't quite. You are awesome. I am worried about you, Cinder. I'm just worried about you, Cinder. I hope you have an awesome day, Cinder. You did a great job with videos on YouTube. I just wanted to send this to you. My button of my heart. You are awesome, Cinder. Don't work too hard, Cinder. Form. Zach, your #1 fan. Hi, Cinder. I want to say how proud I am to be a Pyro Pup. I never thought to be in such a lovely and heartwarming community like yours. I know it's a hard time right now, but I want you to know that you are not alone. We are and will be standing and being here no matter what. The Pyro Pups are with you. You are a person that inspired me to also want to stream and be a VTuber. You are a person that makes me happy every day. You are a person who has helped a lot of people, especially me. I had a really dark past and had depression and even darker things, but you helped me to get over it. Helped me to see the light again. Helped me live my life to the fullest. You are my light, Cinder. You are the person that I will help no matter what. I will always be a Pyro Pup no matter what happens, no matter what stands in our way. I will be there and help you. I am proud to be a Pyro Pup. I am really happy that I found you. I want to tell you that if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. And that's why I want to thank you for being such an awesome and happy person that makes me smile with your streams and videos. You have such a positive impact on people that's just awesome. And I love it. Cinder, no matter what happened or will happen, I want you to know that I will always be by your side as a Pyro Pup. I will always support you. You are the light that shines bright and defeats the darkness. Always remember that the Pyro Pups are waiting for you, no matter how long, but we will wait for you and stay with you. Normally, I'm really bad with words, and I hope I could help you a bit with my text, but Cinder, please, no matter what happens, don't give up. Never give up, because a lot of people support you, including me. We won't go away. Take your time, and when you come, be prepared, because we will welcome you with open arms and make you smile and laugh, so look forward to what's coming. I don't know what else to say, then thanks for everything, Cinder. Thanks for saving my life, and thanks for making me smile every day. Thank you, Cinder. Thank you that you exist. You are the best. Your Pyro Pup and German Diabolic Esper Karskal. Hi, Cinder. Sorry for my poor English, but even though I don't usually talk in Twitch or Discord chat, I also want to contribute something. We all make mistakes at some point in our lives, and it's in those moments that we strive the hardest to be better. And even though the internet is full of hate and morons, you'll always have plenty of people who will support you no matter what. We all deserve a second chance, and many people are willing to give it and help you get back on your feet when you need it. But despite everything, you've always been a great source of inspiration to me and many others, and your streams have helped us through difficult times. They've encouraged us to keep going and face difficulties head on. I just want to thank you for these 3 years. I followed you and I hope you're feeling better so you can come back when you're ready. We will always be proud to be able to call ourselves Pyro Pups and belong to this great community that you have built, and we will always be proud of you. Hugs from a Spanish Pyro Pup, Hoyuiter. Dear Cinder, I hope everyone... what happened? Lost myself, okay. I hope everyone's message and mine will reach to you in a very safe and cozy place where you are. To be honest, I mostly know you because I watch a lot of fan clips on YouTube where your friend shares a lot of moment of you on their stream, and thus I have another Oshi in my Oshi's list. Excuse me. Over time, I kind of hook up more to your content because of the energy and vibe. Also, the crazy idea you come up with in your live stream is another plus point why I love watching you. Cinder, I know what happened in the past month is very tough and sometimes unfair to be put upon your shoulder, but still, it's just a misstep we stumble upon our lives, and it's normal to have such mistake. I remember a lot of times you share much about yourself on your stream, and do you know who you remind me of? Lewis from Meet the Robinson. I don't know if you ever watched that movie, but yeah, you two have a lot in common. A perfectionist with a dream, with impossible goal, and want to succeed it fast. If you fail, the self-doubt will grow inside you and force you to end your journey immediately. But every Disney movie always have a happy ending, as always. Lewis become the inventor he always wishes and changes the world just like how you inspired and changed a lot of Pyropup's life through your content. That's the important part. We don't look back at the mistake we did for a long time. We learn from it and keep moving forward. We try new things, open new doors of opportunities, because every doors leads us to a new path. Right now, I don't think your goal should be the #1 VTuber on the platform, but rather a VTuber that can make a remarkable moment and people will remember you for that. I won't rush you, as you deserved a lot of time to take a break and heal. Once you're ready to return, I will definitely be there to support you on this new journey. A lot of hugs, Kyle. 2 more pages. Dear Cinder, I hope you're doing well and looking out for yourself. I have a hard time expressing myself, so I'm just gonna wing it and see where it goes. When I first came across your stream all those years ago, I couldn't have been in a worse point in life. I was in a hell of my own making. Depression nearly claimed me when I stumbled upon you. Hearing you laugh and tell stories, sharing your happiness, it shined a light on the darkness clouding my mind. I slowly began breaking out of my shell and interacting in the chat. I started having fun and enjoying life again. When this whole event started, and after reading everything, I made up my mind and chose to stay with you and your community. I've been in a similar situation, and I know the kind of pain being isolated can do to a person. I may be a nobody, but I still want to reach out and show you the same kindness I felt from you and your community. Our mistakes don't have to define our future. You've inspired so many people and have built an incredible community. When you're ready to return, I hope you know you'll always have people that love and care for you. I hope to hear more your laughs, your stories, your singing, and you just continuing to have fun playing games and chatting when you come back. Your community misses you. I miss you. Love you, Cinder. Stay safe and happy. Emiya. To Cinder. As a fan since the beginning, it has been a pleasure watching your channel grow over the years. Honestly, I just wanted there to be a retribution from all this and for you to try and fix this. As we all know, running from your problems only makes them worse. After taking a step back and observing the situation, I am disappointed with this community and how it spreads vitriol and hate. Now I know, to many, it's justified, but I believe lines have been crossed during this whole thing. I mean, for starters, we had people burning merch. Well, I guess a form of coping isn't the best thing to do, especially when it's burnt in front of Pyro Pups to mock them, and given we had a story on the Discord server of a pup almost being stabbed over this whole thing, really shows just how far people are going with the hate. I just want to see you try to fix this, to reclaim your glory, to be respectable in this community, as in all honesty, I don't trust anyone at this point in time. The Welshman, sorry if I say this wrong, Luinog Arctig. Dear Cinder, I hope you're doing okay and that you're able to take enough time for yourself to recover from all the things that happened. I may not always be a man of many words, and I'm mostly more of a lurker than a chatter, but nonetheless, I'm very happy to have joined the ride in June 2024. I did know you before from random clips and highlights I would find on YouTube, and when I saw your community post about your subathon back in 2024, I thought that I might as well give it a watch. Needless to say that the vibes instantly clicked, and I stayed ever since. You and the Pyropups were of great help during a time where I was recovering from bad events. Your community is the first one where I really felt at home and brought me out of my shell a bit. Please continue burning bright, as we don't want your flame to dwindle, and please take the time you need. In the meantime, we'll wait for as long as we need to. Thank you for being the fire that brought me to you, and the Pyropups. Thank you for being my Okami Oshi, or should I say Okamarashi. Take care and see you soon. We all miss you. Night of Tigers. To Cinder. I met you shortly before your debut, about 4 or 5 months prior. If I remember correctly, at that time I was going through a really rough patch. I was deeply depressed, my problems kept piling up day after day, and I even had suicidal thoughts. All of this caused me sleep problems to the point where there were nights I wouldn't fall asleep until nearly dawn. It was truly unbearable. One night, while searching for ways to fall asleep faster, I started watching ASMR videos. Before long, I came across your channel, Tashi.mp3. Your videos were different from many others I've seen. You gave them a special touch. There was something about your voice that made me stop thinking about my life for a while and fully immerse myself in the roleplay of your videos. Before I knew it, I'd already fallen asleep. You gave me a peace that no one else could back then. You gave me a refuge, a place where I could feel comfortable for a while, and I'll never forget that. Then came the day you announced your debut as Cinder. I was excited and followed you on all the platforms you listed. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there for your debut stream, but I remember being present for many others. The stream where you promoted a food service, the debut stream of your demon model, the Q&A stream with Fillion, your 2.0 debut, the Nikke first anniversary stream. I remember all of them fondly. It was so much fun watching you whenever I could. There were many times I couldn't catch your streams, but the ones I did see, I'll always remember. You're someone special. Just by being there, you can turn a bad day into a fun one. I admire you so much. You inspire me to be a better person every day and to fight for my dreams no matter what stands in my way. I thank you for that. You changed my life, and there aren't enough words to express my gratitude. I hope you get to read this. Take all the time you need to come back. All of your Pyro Pups will be waiting patiently. Sincerely, Frax, the Pyro Pup Center. I did it! I read all of the positivity messages from everyone that contributed to the positivity doc. Alright. I'm definitely going to get like some sort of like water or soda or something. I need to hydrate. Like, you know, yeah. But again, I'm going to do a special shout out to everyone that put a message in the positivity doc. Thanks for doing this. Special shout out to the NFLSonic for doing this movie. It's great. If you guys want to check out the positivity doc, feel free to check it out here. Also, I have a link to the X post that contains the positivity doc in the description of the stream. So, yeah. And I will apologize again because I will apologize for some of my behavior for some of the stuff I was reading, because I was trying not to let my personal bias get in there. What the heck? Why is my chat showing? What? Chat? I hid you! Stop showing. Oh, that's right. It went to a different overlay. Ooh, water on top, yeah. Yeah, Nocturnal Void. But yeah, like I said earlier when I started the stream, I was given permission by the NFLSonic through someone to read this positivity doc on stream, and just to show that, hey, there are people here that support Cinder. There are people whose lives were changed for the better because of Cinder. There are literally people willing to give Cinder a second chance, even if they believe that, oh, she did horrible things. So I'm honored to be able to read that doc. The whole point of the stream was to read like everyone's messages and to let people know, like, hey, Cinder did good. She's done good. She's made mistakes. Sure, she has made mistakes. We can all agree to that. But that doesn't erase all of the good things she's done, all of the positive impact she's done for other people, how she's changed people's lives, encouraged people to do better. And I feel like because of this situation, people just forgot about it. They were just like, oh, there's someone to hate, because it's so easy to hate, but it's so hard to forgive. It's just the whole thing. Of course, no. Thank you guys for like staying to watch the whole thing. I will be chaptering this VOD after I'm done streaming. I will chapter it. Oh god, that's gonna be like an hour, but I'm chaptering it so that way when people go through the chapters, they can be like, oh, my message was there. Yeah, I plan to do that. But yeah, I guess I'm just putting my own personal opinion on it. Like, this just shows that Cinder is not the monster that people have forced onto her. The narrative that she's a monster. Like, what? It was what she went through was wrong. She did wrong, yes, but the punishment that she got was wrong. She didn't deserve that. This whole situation should have been kept closed doors. This was something that didn't need to go public. Because this went public, we had communities break down. We have people fighting each other. We have VTubers becoming more toxic. The actions of, like, Shiley Bao and Nano caused irreparable harm to everyone involved. It is irreparable harm. Sure, okay, it was harm. We won't say irreparable, fine. We can say it's harm. But if this had not been shown to the public, we would not be here. I would not be here doing this. If this was not shown to the public, I would not be here trying to make videos to show that, hey, Cinder's not as bad as you think she is. At this point, people call me a Cinder defender, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah, no, she's done a lot of good things, and it's really sickening to see people just ignore it. Oh, you sabotage someone. Oh, backstabbing, manipulation. Okay, You know what? You know what? Shy Lily is right. There was manipulation in the doc. You know what was manipulated? Those screenshots. They were purposely, I'm assuming, posted out of order to build a narrative. That's what I believe. If you actually look at the docs, all of that stuff was posted out of order, spanning the course of 2 years. And like what someone posted in their positivity message, they're like, oh, so the claims they say doesn't match the evidence they provided to support the claim, and all that stuff. I'm about to rant. Gotta stop. The whole point of this is to be positive. Show these messages to Cinder. It's just, the one thing that we can all agree from all of these messages is that Cinder has a community that is waiting for her. Cinder has a community that is willing to wait for her to return. Cinder has a community that is willing to support her through this trial of tribulations that she's going through. That's what this doc shows. This doc shows that she has built a community that still cares about her. That no matter her mistakes, there are people willing to support her. That not only will support her, will realize, hey, she's human, she makes mistakes. And like people say, she's created a really good community. I think I did, Zachary. I don't have an opinion on Israel. I don't. Why did you put that in chat, Allison? Oh my god, I was like, what? I don't have an opinion on that. What about it? But that's separate from Cinder. That's separate from Cinder. The whole point is just that I just wanted to show this. I just wanted to get these Pyro Pups messages out there. I want them to be heard. That's why I read the doc. It was an honor to read it, by the way. So thank you for giving me the permission to read it, but yeah, no, I wanted these messages to be heard, so that is why I read the doc. I also wanted to show that, hey, Cinder is a good person. She's done so much to help others. It's just a really bad situation. It's just a really bad situation. She deserved better than this, guys. Like, she really did. But what's done is done, and the accusers win. The accusers win. Guys, what's sad is the accusers win. They successfully deplatformed Cinder. That is a fact that a lot of people won't, like, admit. Cinder was deplatformed. She was. In the worst way possible. Cinder was deplatformed. She's silent. She's taking the time for herself. She has been deplatformed. Plain and simple. It is horrible. Now, what do we do as Pyro Pups? What do we do as Pyro Pups? We support her. We do stuff like this, movements, spread positivity. We watch her videos. We subscribe to her YouTube channel. We follow her Twitch. We do what we can to support her with the tools that we have available. Just following her and just watching her content. Heck, you can go to her offline chat on Twitch and just join, like, the hype train. Stuff like that is ways that we can support Cinder. I know some people have been like, how do we support Cinder? How can we support our Okami Oshi? It's very simple. Being part of her Discord server. It's called subscribing to her YouTube channel. It's called following her Twitch. It's called watching her content. Heck, put it on repeat. Putting positive messages in the comments of the videos. Putting positive messages in the Discord. Interacting, buying her merch. Go to her gamer subs, buy her flavor. Why did I say flavor? Well, I mean, PP power. Like, we literally have tools to support her. We do. So I know some of the Pyro Pups are still beat up over this. And just to let you know, you want to support her? Just do what you've always done. Watch her content. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Follow her on Twitch. Like, it's not hard. Also, doing movements like this, making a positivity doc like this, like the NFLSonic did, yeah, no, there's ways that we can support Cinder. Also, even though we support Cinder, mind your manners, be respectful to people, and understand that she is a very busy person. Nocturnal, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh. But yeah, no, that's ways we can support Cinder. And, well, whether or not she wants to continue streaming, it's ultimately up to her. What we should be doing as Pyro Pups, I guess I'm a Pyro Pup now, it's just been a fan, is just supporting her. Just support her, guys. Like, we should just be supporting her. Frontline and center. She's been deplatformed. She has. I know people don't want to hear it. She has been deplatformed. And all we can do now, as fans of Cinder, is support her until A, she decides to continue coming, like, she decides to come back, or B, she decides to pursue another career in life. But I will say this, it is very disgusting to see what happened to Cinder. It is horrible behavior. It is amateur behavior. It's stuff like that that shows that there are bad people around here in the VTuber sphere. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm slowly getting into ranting. This was going to be controversial anyway, because literally within the first couple of messages, there was some person really adamant about some things about the situation, so... Yeah, no, Tashi is what Cinder was before she was Cinder, so... Oh, okay, so I need to wrap this up, or else I'm going to ramble. So anyway, Cinder, I hope you were able to hear this video, this VOD or whatever. I hope you were able to read the messages your Pyropups have sent for you, and know that we're here to support you. Take all the time you need. Enjoy yourself. Just what matters is that you're okay. That's it. Alright, guys. Can't believe I rambled. I didn't mean to ramble. Thanks for watching. I'll be ending the stream in a little bit. But remember, in the description of the stream is the link to the X post where the positivity doc is, so you can go and view it for yourself. I also have linked Cinder's links to everything related to Cinder in the description below, so feel free to check it out. Go to the Discord, subscribe to our YouTube channel, all that stuff. Appreciate it, Zachary. Alright, guys. With that being said, have a good morning. It is Saturday morning for me. Have a good morning. Peace.